Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a good Wednesday morning to you and yours, and then some on this May the 5th, 2021, Cinco De Mayo.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Yeah, good morning to you too as well.
Today is a very special day for us.
That's right. It's a very, very special day for everybody.
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
I'm glad you're happy because I'm happy because I only got about 4 hours sleep, but that doesn't matter. 6:07 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. Let's check the time officially.
It's now 6:07 a.m.
That's right, 6:07. Somebody break out the tequila, please, because it is Cinco De Mayo, Bonnie.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, one and all.
Yes,
a festive kind of morning here. Of course, did you bring any tequila for us, Evan?
I drank before I got here.
Oh, okay. So
sorry, none left for you.
The bottle is now officially all gone.
Yes, none left for you. Excuse me. I've hit the sauce a little bit this morning.
Sounds like you've been having a couple of tacos, too. Maybe a burrito in there. You eating and drinking already. Unusually heard of at this time of the morning.
Well, yeah, unusually heard of this time of the morning. But if I've been drinking or having burritos or anything like that, I'd be doing this. Yeah, so anyway, that's besides the point.
Wednesday night, good, though, for Cinco de Mayo. I wonder how many people are going to go out and, call for cause to celebrate.
I don't know. We'll have to find out what's going on. I wonder if they celebrate Cinco de Mayo over in the over across the pond.
I don't know. It would be fun to hear from our friend Mark to find out if they are doing so. We do celebrate it here. And, a survey just asked people what Cinco de Mayo actually is about. And only 10% of people knew the correct answer. So a lot of it thinks it's like a Mexican Independence Day.
I would love to know.
It's actually celebrating a major Mexican battle win.
Is it?
The victory was over the French at the Battle of Pueblo on May 5th, 1862.
Wow. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, going several years back with that one.
Okay.
But they celebrate Cinco de Mayo in Mexico, of course. And as a matter of fact, we might even celebrate it more over here. I mean, here in America, we celebrate this day.
I wonder if our sister station, if they're hitting the sauce up there.
I wonder.
I'm real curious.
I don't know.
If they're celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
I don't think either one of them drink. I don't think they're drinkers over there. And, it's been such a long time since I had some good tequila. My best memory of tequila is, I think, in Urban Cowboy when the bad cowboy, the guy in the rodeo, drinks down all that tequila, and then at the very end he swallows the worm.
Yeah, oh, wow. Now, speaking of tequila, I wonder if Mark Hales drinks tequila over across the pond.
I'm really not sure.
You think he does?
We
can flip a coin. We could take a bet. I say he does. What do you think?
He and his wife look, now when I see that beautiful family on Facebook, they look like the type of people that might enjoy a glass of wine every now and then.
Ah, a little rosé.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the fine wine it is that they're drinking in England,
Gotcha.
I think that's what it possibly could be.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're drinking the Winking Owl.
The Winking Owl? What the heck's a Winking Owl? I have no idea what you just said.
I think the Winking Owl I could have sworn I've seen it in Walmart. I've probably purchased it before. The Winking Owl, it's a wine that is, oh, good gosh, it might only be about $3.50 for the bottle.
So if I call a liquor store this morning, if I find some place that's open early in the morning,
yes, and
ask them if they have Winking Owl in stock, they're going to think I'm absolutely crazy. They're going to call the Stewart Police Department, and they're going to Baker Act me. That just wouldn't be good. That definitely just would not be good.
No, they won't Baker Act you, but I don't know if you could find a store open. Maybe they're stocking the shelves right now, I would assume. What's that place over at, I wonder if Total Wine, it's called Total Wine in Jensen Beach.
It's down the street and up the road.
I wonder if they're open, and I wonder if they would be serving the Winking Owl.
This early in the morning? I wonder if there's a 24-hour bar that's open. A bar that's open this time of the morning? I'd love to find a bar that's open this time of the morning.
We would have to look up any states that would allow that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's
I bet you if I called Las Vegas right now, I could find somewhere that's open and ask them if they had the winking owl. I guarantee you. Because, see, it's 3 o'clock in the morning in Vegas. So I want, I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to do something here. So, I'm going to find a liquor store in Vegas.
All right.
And see if we find a liquor store open. Let me see. I'm going to do a search here. Liquor store Las Vegas. All right, let's see what we come up with. I can't even type this morning.
I wonder if a bar can, I don't know the laws usually. I wonder if a bar can truly stay open all night and overnight if they're also serving food. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what those kind of laws are because, like, for instance, Denny's, we would always go to Denny's and you could go to them all hours of the morning. You found one in Vegas?
Yes, it's open 24 hours.
Okay.
We're going to call.
And see if they serve winking owl?
Yes, we're going to see if they serve winking owl.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second.
What's the name of this place, Evan?
Except, hold on one second. Let me put that over here. It's called 24-Hour Liquor Store.
Oh, my.
Except I can't get the phones to work.
Oh, I wonder.
Hello, good morning.
It's the tequila drinker.
Oh!
It's
the
tequila.
Phone didn't even ring. The phone didn't even ring here. I was actually going to call Las Vegas and see if they had this liquor that we're talking about this morning. But, heck, this is even better than calling Vegas because we actually got the man on the phone all the way from across the pond.
Mm.
So the first.
And good morning to you both. Nice
Good
and
morning.
early today. I thought I'd catch you before I got my hands stuck in some servers to replace the power supplies. So, yeah, why not?
Replacing a power supply. What kind of power supply?
For some computer servers.
Oh.
Yeah, computer server. So, yeah, it's all hardware. It's just dirty work.
Power
Old
supply.
servers.
That sounds like a rock band. Oh, no, that's air supply.
That's air supply. Bonnie, you been hitting the tequila over there or what, huh? Starting
power
early?
So,
supply.
yeah, me personally, I don't mind tequila.
See, I told you. I told you he
silver
likes tequila.
as opposed
You're right.
to gold tequila.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Now, do you drink the tequila with the worm? Have you ever had that one before?
Never seen it. I've never actually seen the tequila with the worm, but I've seen it with the flakes of gold.
Oh, yes, I've seen that. I definitely have seen that. They say that the tequila with the worm, if you actually get the worm and you eat the worm with the tequila,
Do you hallucinate?
it makes you hallucinate. It makes you do really freaky things.
I've had too many things that have made me hallucinate in the past in my misspent youth. I think the worm in tequila would be the least of my worries.
Wow.
That was Scott Glenn that did it in Urban Cowboy. Do you remember seeing that scene, that part? Oh,
I've never seen that film.
He's never seen the movie.
you never saw.
No.
You don't get that one over in England.
He's just never watched it.
Probably do. It's probably on Netflix, but
There
I've
you
never
go.
looked.
Never took a look.
Yeah.
So are you and your wife wine connoisseurs? You have a glass of wine at night.
I wouldn't know about connoisseurs, but my wife likes a Sauvignon Blanc. I'm a Merlot fan, so she's a white wine
I
fan.
knew
I'm
he was
a
a
red
Merlot
wine fan.
fan.
So I like a Merlot or even a Malbec. So I like my wines dry but smooth.
Now, I have a question for you.
Go.
When you drink your wine out of your glass, do you drink it with your pinky up in the air like a lot of people do?
So dainty.
It's difficult to say. It depends on the type of glass. But yeah, I suppose that's a natural way. If you're holding it with the thumb and two fingers, then yeah, the other fingers do extend. So yeah, I probably do.
That's right.
But it's not something I consciously do.
Next time you drink a glass of wine with your lovely, beautiful wife, take note if your pinky is up in the air and her pinky is up in the air as well.
I'll be sure to report back, but we'll find that if we drink enough of it, then we find everything ends up in the air, and generally our heads are down, and we're quite prostrate.
Do you do hair of the dog then the next day, the very next morning?
No.
is that?
To be honest, my
What's
wife
hair
and
of
I,
the dog?
we're not big drinkers anymore.
wait a minute.
Those days are finished.
Wait a minute. Bonnie just said something
Hair
to
of
me.
the dog,
I
yes.
have no idea
Evan-
what the heck that is.
Evan doesn't know what
What
it
is hair of the dog?
You
The
have
hair of the dog is a repair. Basically, it's whatever got you into a mess the night before, you carry on the day after.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
this before.
You get
I
a-
guess that's because I don't drink.
the very next morning you just get up and pour yourself a drink, and the feeling is you think it's going to make you feel better.
Okay.
Well, when I was in my misspent youth and with my pals, we used to go to Greece or Spain and places like that, and we would be absolutely wrecked. But you would get to a point 3 days in the next day, because you were solidly on it, apart from when you were fast asleep. In the end, there was no hair of the dog. It was just, you sort of battled through it, and then after that, you just didn't get drunk anymore, but you didn't get sober. It was a ridiculous situation to be in, but of course a lot of fun. But, we grow up.
Okay.
Do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo in England?
Yeah. That was one of the reasons I was going to telephone. I mean, I think people are aware of it. I was certainly aware of the name, but it's not something that we celebrate as far as I'm aware. You don't see your social media loaded with it or anything. I think the French would probably be more aware of it, because wasn't it the French and the Mexicans?
Mexico beat the French, and that was like 1862 at the Battle of Pueblo. So that's why they celebrate it in Mexico. I'm not sure if
so
the French.
The French would probably be more aware than the Brits.
Yeah, absolutely, they would. But we do it over here too. Like you mentioned, social media, Mark. We get headlines of stories of places like you can go and get a free taco today.
Jeez.
Get a free tequila, sunrise,
Excuse me,
things like that.
I have to pour a cold one. 1 second.
That ticks all the
Hold on.
boxes for me.
I'm pouring a cold one. Let me take a sip here. Oh, that was good.
Save some for me, will you?
Yeah, that was good.
And if it's a cold one for me, it's going to be Belgian beer these days. Good dark Belgian beer.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is that a craft beer?
I suppose that's the nearest thing it would be to is a craft beer, especially the Trappist beers.
Wow.
The Trappist monks beers, because they can run up to like 15% alcohol. Woo. So, you don't need too many, and they come in very small bottles, as you can imagine.
Can you ship a bottle of that over here to the States, or you're not allowed to?
Every time I come to the States, I always bring some UK craft beers for my friends there, and I always bring Belgian beers, etc. So I should be coming over in 23, and I'll be sure to bring you a sample.
In 23?
Well, got to get over the pandemic, haven't we? Plus, I'll be 60 then.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, you haven't hit 60 yet. Okay, so you're not part of my club.
No, I'm a boy, remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes, you're a boy. You're 59 and holding strong, right?
58 and
58.
Holding strong.
Oh, okay.
What came first, the Belgian beer or the Belgian horse?
Well,
where did that come from? That's like, what came first, the chicken or the hen? Or what is that, the chicken or the hen?
Well, Budweiser has the Clydesdales.
Yeah.
A Belgian beer should have the Belgian horse team.
I guess.
I think that would be
a new one on me.
Superb marketing.
I think Bonnie's been on it already this morning.
I think she has too. I think she's been on the sauce already this morning before she came in here.
No, I'm just feeling warm because I kept my sweatshirt on.
Oh.
I'm running a fever now, see?
Oh, geez. She'll start disrobing here in a moment, peeling layers. She's got like 7 layers of clothes on, for God's sake. She think it's snowing in here.
Because the
It's
AC...
Florida. It's freezing here at the moment. It's unseasonably cold here. It's 50 degrees. And it is very cold for the beginning of May.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, right now it's like 81 degrees outside, and it's muggy as heck. That's all I got to say.
Sounds like heaven.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you want to call that heaven or not, but I'll take the 81 degrees, but the mugginess can go away.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
so.
we don't like humidity.
Well, we appreciate you calling very much. We got to get to
and
news.
it's always fun. I'm going to get back to my dirty work now, and you two have a great show. I'll be listening on and off, and best wishes and love to your listeners too.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That's Mark Hales from across the pond, catching us up on all things servers. That's right. He's fixing his servers.
I know.
Now, I don't know if it's the people that serve the tequila or if it's computer servers. We'll have to leave that up to the imagination.
He could be enjoying a tequila already because I think it's, 11 or noon already over
6,
there.
7, 8, 9, 10, so it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon there, 1:22.
It's about prime time for Mark to pour
He's probably
one.
got his pinky up in the air drinking his Merlot,
I'm sure.
as they call it. It's news time right now. Let's head on over to the news desk. Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Well, good morning, Evan. Yesterday was the last day first doses of the Pfizer vaccine was offered at the FEMA sites in Jacksonville, Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. The one-dose Johnson & Johnson shots was administered. A full list of state sites and the type of vaccine offered can be found at floridadisaster.org/vaccine. Congressman Charlie Crist kicks off his campaign for governor with a laundry list of promises and attacks on Governor DeSantis.
We won't ignore the people's will on constitutional amendments, and will protect all of the rights of all Floridians all the time. Peaceful protesters, women in their right to choose, and the LGBTQ community.
The first Democrat to enter the race also made several promises, including expanding Medicaid and preparing communities for climate change. The Martin County School District is preparing to host an emergency meeting next week over masks being required in schools. WPTV's Derek Lowe has more.
Outside.
This is a sick board. This school board is sick and wrong.
And inside.
What are we going to do about it?
Sir, your time's up. Your time's up.
Great. Do something!
Martin County parents making their voices heard.
Oxygen is mandatory for the brain.
They want the Martin County School District's mask mandate to end.
Masks are proven ineffective for the purpose claimed by your mandate and potentially harmful.
Board members made no promises about the future of masks, but agreed to take it up in an emergency meeting planned for next week.
Our job is to represent our constituency, and that's what we try to do. But be fair, okay? And nobody's going to be bullied up here. Just say what you got to say.
The positive cases that we've had listed from year to date, from the beginning of the school year, is 406, which puts us at a less than 2% rate.
Current policy calls for masks to be worn by students, staff, and visitors while on school district property. However, a petition calling for face coverings to be optional now has more than 500 signatures. Some parents say the protests will continue until the requirement is repealed.
We will be here at every school board meeting until you stop the unhealthy masking of these vulnerable children.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV. News Channel 5.
Only 6 people tested positive for COVID-19 in Indian River County Saturday. According to the Florida Department of Health, it was a rare single-digit day with only 1.82% of those tested positive, a Treasure Coast low. As good as that snapshot looks, and despite what messages Governor Ron DeSantis might send, local experts such as Paul Seldes, a Vero Beach-based emergency management consultant, remind us not to let our guard down. We're continuing to see little spikes up, little spikes down, he said. We're seeing it in the unvaccinated group. While Martin County's numbers Saturday were slightly above Indian River's, St. Lucy's were significantly higher, 51 cases and 8.12% positivity rate. And Indian River County, as of Sunday, remained within one death of an ominous milestone, 300 COVID-related fatalities for Indian River County, all but 15 ages 55 and older. Lastly, people have talked about men wearing engagement rings for years, but that trend has never really blown up. But now the most famous jewelry store in the world is about to validate it. Tiffany & Company is rolling out a brand new line of engagement rings for men this month. They haven't said what the prices are going to be, but the pictures show the rings look more like men's wedding bands, just with a huge diamond embedded in them. The St. Lucie Mets looked good Offense exploded for 18 hits and 13 runs in a 13-3 romp over the Jupiter Hammerheads at opening night at Clover Park. And all 9 Mets players in the lineup collected a hit and scored a run. Top prospect Francisco Alvarez led the way, going 4 for 5 with a double, walk, 2 RBI, and a run scored. News time is 6:26. We'll have weather and traffic together for you next.
So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers, se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
6:27 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Wednesday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we're not seeing any accidents or tie-ups on our roadways right now. Things looking good in the middle of the week. So if you're traveling, you're going to see a good ride on our Treasure Coast. There's your latest look at traffic. Stuart, we have 73 and it's 52 in Salo, Finland this morning. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
So, have you heard this one? A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPSLTV.com.
This is WSTU Stewart, your Treasure Coast home of the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
6:31 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for a segment we like to call Viral Videos. So there's a video out that's on TikTok right now. It's this guy. He's a bro, as they call him. And he's bragging that he can chug a can of sparkling water and not burp. And his attempt goes so wrong that he panics and he runs head on into the garage. Head on into the garage.
Does he
Listen.
suddenly...
Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star, but can he chug a sparkling water and not burp?
Watch this, Bonnie. Watch what happens here.
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
Head on into the garage door.
Oh boy. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah.
And you know, he looks a little bit like Brad. I think
Yeah.
Brad on Home Improvement,
Yeah.
that oldest boy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I know by the looks of it, I might be going out on a limb here. We just talked to Mark Hales, right?
Yeah, right.
So I've seen Mark on Facebook and social media, and I'm not aware that Mark has any sons. I know he has daughters, but that boy looks like he could be Mark's son.
I know,
to me.
right? Tell me about it.
Yeah, it looks quite like Mark. But yeah, how do you drink a whole seltzer drink
I have no
and
idea.
not burp?
I have no idea. The carbonation. Here's another viral video. It sounds like this girl's mom was okay with her daughter getting a tattoo, but it really just goes south when the mom sees just how big the tattoo is. Let's listen.
Oh my God, Gia!
But
Why are you saying that?
I'm
Why
just
are you
showing
saying
you
that?
it.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
showing
right
you
now?
it.
Gia, that's so big! Gia, is that real? Tell me that's not real.
It's real. It's
Gia,
not that
no,
big.
swear, no.
It's
Holy,
real.
don't tell me that's not that big. They don't shrink.
Mom, it could
Oh
shrink.
my God, Gia, I thought you were gonna get like pretty font or
That
something.
is a pretty font.
No, that's not a pretty
Mom,
font,
this
Gia.
is how I wanted it.
Who cares about the font being pretty, for God's sakes? The tattoo's big. Big deal. It's a tattoo.
It looks like it's below her, though. Underneath, is it on her? Is she
Like on
showing
her side.
on her thigh or
Yeah.
her side or some sort of thing?
Yeah.
And it doesn't show the tattoo. I'm wondering what
Yeah.
it is. You know who she sounded like?
Who?
Okay, I think you Married at First Sight, the blonde-haired girl from up north that was with Rick Seitz, who we had on the air here.
Oh, Erica.
She sounded to me like a little bit like Erica. She had that kind of like a deep voice.
She did.
Going
yes,
on.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I heard that video, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh man, that girl sounds familiar.
There's a comedian by the name of Blair Erskine who did a spoof where she pretends to be a CIA agent, listing the reasons why she joined the organization. Let's listen into what she says.
I've never been like other girls, you know, I've never done what the patriarchy wanted me to do. When I was a little girl playing Marco Polo in the pool with my friends, I would hold their heads underwater and make them tell me where polo was. You know what I mean? When we played I Spy, I would always spy the communists, right? I would always find the communists. And
All right,
so-
well, you know what I think of that video? That's just my opinion. That just was absolutely...
Is she really an agent, like some sort of
No.
a special agent?
No, she was
She's-
pretending to be an agent.
Pretending to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't aware that
All right.
video just kind of bother you.
Yeah, it was just like, it was annoying.
You know, you had a TikTok one before,
Yeah.
Evan. This one is bothersome.
Yeah.
There's a hot new trend now on social media. I think
Uh-huh.
TikTok is big with it, where people are getting a high
Oh, the meat.
by eating rotten
Oh,
meat.
that's disgusting. I didn't even want to talk about that this morning on here because when I read that, that was just like, don't try this at home.
Yeah, the trend is called high meat, and people say that eating old, decomposed, discolored meat with mold and bacteria, slime growing on it makes them feel euphoric.
Wow.
But do not try it at home. I mean, I wonder how many of these people are getting sick.
All right, let's call our liquor store in Las Vegas.
All right.
All right, now I got the phones working. So let me hit this button here.
So let's see. How early is it in Vegas?
It's 3 hours earlier.
Yeah, so it's only like
They're still partying
5:30 in the morning. No,
Yeah.
it's maybe 4:30 in the morning in Vegas.
It's 3:30.
3:30.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So I have to disclaim and let them know that we're on the air live.
Oh, what
just
am I
for
thinking?
FCC
Vegas kind of stays up all night, right?
Yeah, they don't
So
go to sleep. Let's see if they're going to answer. It says they're open 24 hours because I want to find out if this really exists.
the winking owl.
Yeah, the
Yes.
winking owl. Yes. Winking owl. It's 3 rings. They haven't answered yet.
Yeah, right on the bottle.
Probably the
You
guy's...
got that little owl winking at you.
Yeah, maybe the guy's hitting the sauce over there in Vegas.
7,
Oh, wait.
0.
Oh, okay.
2.
We don't want to give out the number. That didn't answer. So I guess they're busy. So let's try this store that's open 24 hours a day in Vegas and see if we can get them to answer, and maybe we'll find out about the Winking Owl.
I would like to go to Vegas.
Have you ever been?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My
All
parents took me there when I was a kid.
All right. This is Sahara Liquors in Las Vegas.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Oh, okay.
Please check the number.
Jeez. All right. Well, I guess they're not open 24 hours. Let's try Speakeasy. Well, we're going to find
Speakeasy?
Yeah, we're going to find a liquor store that's open in Vegas. So
I wonder if people
answered.
dress there like they're in the 1920s.
I don't know.
That would be, if they did, that would be a fun place to go.
All right, here
Sometimes
we go.
I wish I could go back to a speakeasy and be a fly on the wall.
All right, so this is on Charleston Boulevard in Vegas. It's called Speakeasy Liquors. It says they're open 24 hours a day. Let's see. It's 2 rings. They're not answering.
Speakeasy Liquor.
Hey, good morning. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. Hi. Just so I have to disclaim this, we're a radio show down here in Florida on the other side of the country, and we want to know if you carry a certain kind of beverage. Bonnie, what is it called?
It's called the Winking Owl.
The Winking Owl. Have you ever heard of that before?
Nope.
Never heard of the Winking Owl?
Nope.
Okay.
You don't serve up any wine like that? What
You don't-
kind of wines do you have? I mean, you don't have the Winking Owl in Vegas?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. What's your most popular wine that you sell here?
Stella Rose.
Uh-huh. All right. And what about liquor? What's the liquor of choice?
I don't know. Hennessy or like New Amsterdam, stuff like that.
Okay. And it's 3:38 in the morning where you are, correct?
Yep, 3:38.
And you sound pretty tired.
You sound more like the Sleepeasy rather than the...
He's ready to get out of there.
Why do they call your place the Speakeasy? What's the name behind the thing behind the name?
I don't know. I guess we're like the only 24-hour liquor store around here.
Oh, wow.
So,
now, how close
yeah.
are you to the Vegas Strip?
We're probably about like 2 streets away.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So they could just stumble right off the Strip and come in and get schnockered again, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for being on the radio with us. I appreciate it. What's your first name?
Christopher.
All right, Christopher. Thanks a lot for joining us on the morning show. I appreciate it.
And drink some coffee and wake up a
Get
little.
some coffee there, Christopher. And
I'm going to get a Red Bull right now.
yeah, go get a Red Bull. And also, hey, do those guys still are those guys still on the Strip that have the playing cards that try to you know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, they try to
they
get
try
you
to
out your money?
Yeah, well, yeah, that and other things. They're handing out the playing cards of the girls, trying to get you to call the girls.
Oh, yeah, to go to their strip clubs.
Yeah, they go to the strip clubs. They're still handing those out on the Strip.
And do you still
sir.
have that tall cowboy walking around on stilts with a big cowboy hat?
Oh, no, I haven't seen him around.
All right, man. All right.
Gosh, I miss him.
Hey, buddy, have a great morning. Thanks for joining us.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. Boy, he'll be writing home to Mama about that one. It was like these crazy people called us from Florida this morning. Wow. So he's never heard of that before.
No, but I guess if we go to the Strip and go to Vegas, we'll have to go to the Speakeasy. Only good to know it's only a couple blocks away.
Yeah, it's
and
2 blocks.
They're open all night, and in case you want to continue the party and bring it back to your hotel.
They say it's a no-frills spirits store with video poker.
Yeah.
Okay, so they actually have a slot machine in there that you could play video poker on.
Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do. And but no Winking Owl wine.
No Winking Owl wine. That's awful.
I don't think they carry the cheap stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should have asked them if they had Barefoot. Barefoot might be. Yeah, I think there's Barefoot wine that I've seen out on the shelves, and that might be a little higher priced.
You're a wine connoisseur.
A couple dollars more.
You're a wine connoisseur this morning.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to stay away from is that chocolate wine. That it's like it's chocolated wine, and the chocolate tastes so good and creamy and smooth in it. Is that, Evan? You can't even taste the wine.
Really?
When you're sipping on a cup.
Oh, okay.
I put it in my sippy cup.
All right, put it in your sippy cup. You wait a minute. Hold it. Stop. You just said something.
What?
Sippy cup. You have a sippy cup?
No, I don't. It was.
I'm like, if you have a sippy cup, we need to have a conversation off the air.
It was taking me back to when Jaden and Topanga were smaller days.
I was like, I'm gonna call Gary. We're gonna have a talk if you're drinking out of a sippy cup these days.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the cool plastic cups your mom let you drink? We had
we didn't have that crap back in the day when I was a kid.
We had brown ones where there was a straw right in the cup. And the best, Mom would pour the Kool-Aid, and that's how we drank.
Didn't have that.
We drank it down.
Sorry. We're talking, I grew up in the 60s.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything. We had black and white television back then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We had rabbit ears. We didn't even know what cable was.
I remember.
You ask, and the internet, God only knows what the internet was.
Oh, I know. There was no internet.
No.
Can you imagine there was a time when...
How did people survive back in the day?
No internet, no cell phone.
I mean, think about that. How did people really survive in the 60s with no internet, no cell phone, no technology? You actually had to pick up the phone to call somebody.
And encyclopedias and magazines.
And they didn't even have
to rely on.
They didn't even have the touch-tone phone back in the day.
No.
It was
the rotary dial.
The rotary dial phone.
Oh,
and it was mounted to the flipping wall.
And my mom and dad had it on the wall, and Grandma in her house had it on a little table, a little side table behind her favorite chair.
Yeah, the rotary phone, and then then the touch tone phone came out, and then caller ID was born.
Yeah,
and then because you could see who was calling you.
And then you wouldn't have to answer it if,
right?
Just
and then
think
you
of the
had
days
the answering,
before that.
Then the answering machine came about where you could screen all your calls.
And I remember having roommates, and then you would come home and there would be all these messages left for you and your roommates. You would you'd listen to a string of messages.
Press 2 to delete. No, that's voicemail. They didn't even have voicemail back in the day.
No, they didn't.
No, it was just answering machines, and it was all on tape.
But my dad would have been 90 today, and I remember him walking around with a big brick of a cell phone. The cell phone was like as big as a big brick.
I could tell you I could tell you exactly the cell phone he had. I definitely do. Oh, look at Marty Jacobson just messaged me. He's celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
All right.
He's already started early.
All right.
Wow. He's partying early already. Yeah. My gosh.
Marty wants to go to Vegas.
Yeah. We'll have to take Marty to Vegas with us.
I know.
So let me look up Motorola 8000.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a Motorola 8000.
Wow.
And
why did you have one too, Evan?
I did.
Okay.
I definitely did. I spelt Motorola wrong. I can't even spell it.
Well, you had the same cell phone that my dad had then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That was my first cell phone.
It was a big thing. He could barely carry it in his pocket.
It was a weapon.
He carried it in his pickup truck.
It was a weapon. You had to have a concealed carry permit for a Motorola 8000.
And that thing was solid, too, like a brick, wasn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
It's like something like a brick. Yep.
I'm trying to find a picture of what it looked like.
Oh, you can still get one $150 used on eBay.
Oh, you found one on eBay?
I did.
No, let me see. Turn your computer on.
Okay.
Let me see the picture of that thing.
Sure. Let me turn this bad boy around. It's the one way over there on the left.
Oh, yeah. Wait, here. I found one, too. There you go.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
And then after that came out, they came out with the skinnier version, which is that one, which is called the Ultra Classic.
And remember the beeper?
Oh, my gosh.
Weren't those kind of dumb? No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because you did meet Rachel at a beeper store, so they can't be dumb to you.
I remember carrying a beeper. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I had one of those things.
And I remember...
there was the kind that just beeped that you called,
yes.
and it was just like it would alert you, and then you had to that was like to tell you to call into a number. Then it had the screen that showed the phone number, and then they came out with another beeper that you could leave a voicemail, and it would transcript it, and you could read the voicemail.
Read it coming across. That was your fancy beeper.
Yeah, that was a fancy one.
Yes.
I had one of those also.
I had to call the Better Business Bureau one time because my beeper service in Madison, Wisconsin, I would pay $40 a month just to have this beeper, okay?
Okay.
And then their business closed.
Right.
I went to the store and I couldn't find anybody there. I couldn't get anybody on the phone to cancel my service.
Oh, Lordy.
So I had to get the Better Business Bureau involved.
I thought was pretty cool is I learned secret code on a pager.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. If you write this down very neatly, print it very neatly. 7, 7, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Turn it upside down, and what do you get?
You get 5, 4, 3, 7,
No,
7.
read it. Now it's letters. SHELL.
You're right.
Shell.
It is.
Yeah.
It is shell.
That's Morse code and beeper talk.
That's why you told me to write it neatly. That's
Yeah.
very cool, Evan.
You like that?
Yep. So 7.
And then some people would take
That's cool.
Some people would take the 5 off, and then they would just leave the 7734, and then you get that other word.
Oh, no, you don't want that
No.
word. You want the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of Morse code for beeper talk.
really cool. I love
Yeah.
that.
There you go.
I'm
Show
glad-
that to Gary.
I'm glad that I wrote it neatly.
Yeah, take that home and put it in a frame. Put it on your wall.
I will.
You can thank me for that one.
Love it. I will.
It is 6:47 right now. It's time for news, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town. On any type of precious metals, it's always St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The Martin County School District is preparing to host an emergency meeting next week over masks being required in schools. And WPTV's Derek Lowe has more.
Our big concern is life safety.
Outside
This is a sick board. This school board is sick and wrong.
and inside.
What are we going to do about it?
Sir, your time's up. Your time's up.
Great. Do something.
Martin County parents making their voices heard.
Oxygen is mandatory for the brain.
They want the Martin County School District's mask mandate to end.
Masks are proven ineffective for the purpose claimed by your mandate and potentially harmful.
Board members made no promises about the future of masks, but agreed to take it up in an emergency meeting planned for next week.
Our job is to represent our constituency, and that's what we try to do. But be fair, okay? And nobody's going to be bullied up here. Just say what you got to say.
The positive cases that we've had listed from year to date, from the beginning of the school year, is 406, which puts us at a less than 2% rate.
Current policy calls for masks to be worn by students, staff, and visitors while on school district property. However, a petition calling for face coverings to be optional now has more than 500 signatures. Some parents say the protests will continue until the requirement is repealed.
We will be here at every school board meeting until you stop the unhealthy masking of these vulnerable children.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV. News Channel 5.
Only 6 people tested positive for COVID-19 in Indian River County on Saturday, according to Florida Department of Health. It was a rare single-digit day with only 1.82% of those tested positive, a Treasure Coast low. As good as that snapshot looks, and despite what messages Governor Ron DeSantis might send, local experts such as Paul Seldes, a Vero Beach-based emergency management consultant, remind us not to let our guard down. We're continuing to see little spikes up, little spikes down. He said we're seeing it in the unvaccinated group. While Martin County's numbers Saturday were slightly above Indian River's, 11 cases, 3.61% of those tested. St. Lucie's were significantly higher, 51 cases, and an 8.12% positivity rate. He's been at the forefront of disaster preparedness on both the state and federal levels. WPTV's John Shaman has this.
Our big concern is life safety.
Craig Fugate served as director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management as the state was battered by 4 hurricanes in 2004.
The biggest lesson we learned was speed. We never get time back. So the faster we get there, the quicker we get to stabilization.
He then went on to serve as administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency in the Obama administration.
I got asked by a lot of my friends in Tallahassee, said, well, how's Washington? What's different? It's bigger.
Now, Fugate is joining the staff at Indian River State College, serving as a strategic consultant in emergency management.
We've not always done a great job of teaching them how to operate in a crisis.
Fugate says students on the Fort Pierce campus should be taught more public policy.
How many times you've heard it called a natural disaster? I'm like, there's no such thing. It's a natural hazard. It only becomes a disaster where and how we have built.
With hurricane season just around the corner, I asked Fugate for his best advice on preparing now.
Now, go get an insurance checkup. Make sure you understand what's covered and ask for flood insurance and get that policy in effect, because it has to be in effect 30 days before it happens. For every inch of water damage in your home, FEMA calculates as $25,000 worth of damages.
If you live in an evacuation zone, Fugate says your plan is to move inland, not necessarily out of state. And when it comes to home preparations, not all supplies have to cost money.
Like take Ziploc bags, fill them full of water, and throw them in your freezer. And fill in all the voids. So if the power goes out, that ice will keep things cooler, and as it melts, you got ice cold water.
He adds, closing all your interior doors can improve your home's structural integrity in a storm.
So if a window or something broke, it would only affect that room. It couldn't get to the rest of the house.
Fugate says he learned in Washington that FEMA is not the answer for everything, but he hopes to have more answers to prepare students here for the future. In Fort Pierce, John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Well, lastly, we are saying congratulations to the newest graduates of Indian River State College. For the past 2 days, the college has held drive-in ceremonies where students had the opportunity to walk across the stage to get their diplomas. This is the 9th consecutive year that the IRC's graduating class surpassed 3,000, and State Representative Toby Overdorf, Palm City, was Tuesday morning's commencement speaker. A virtual ceremony will be held on Wednesday for students wishing to celebrate at home today. That event will be streamed live on YouTube at 11 a.m. this morning. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is expected to miss back-to-back games against the LA Clippers and Portland on Thursday and Friday to rest his injured right ankle. Sources told ESPN. Our NBA scores from last night: Milwaukee Bucks beat Brooklyn 124-118. Miami Heat lost to Dallas 127-113. Also winning were the LA Clippers. Our news time is 6:53. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
First time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
6:54 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, what's going on the highways?
Well, as we bring up the latest highway report, it's looking good right here. We don't find any accidents to report. It's just keep in mind that if you're heading on up to the turnpike, kind of like northbound by the Okeechobee exit, there's some road construction going on with the right lane and the ramp being blocked due to road construction up ahead that way. Back here in Martin County, no accidents. There's your latest look at traffic. 73 in Port St. Lucie and in Newtown, North Dakota this morning, 39. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late-day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at The Casey Ingram Show.
With any business, the most valuable asset are the people and the teams, no matter how small or large the organization. Hi, I'm Catherine Cohen, Associate Director for the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College. Let us help your organization turbocharge your team. As a certified driving forces analyst, I will help management work more effectively with your people, increase and improve communication, reduce conflict and stress, better understand strengths and weaknesses so that your people are properly aligned in their jobs. Hire the right people. Let the Florida SBDC at IRSC transform your company using a customized assessment system, knowledge, and resources. Grow and accelerate your organization by turbocharging your team. To get started, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC.
For confidential one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com. Here's a quick tip. If you're ever stumped for a business you can trust, the Martin County Business Exchange has more than 70 companies you can count on for good service and fair prices. Whether it's for you, your house, or your office, get online at mcbiz.us. You'll find local businesses you can count on for quality, service, and fair prices. Visit mcbiz.us. Martin County Business Exchange. It's just good business.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
6:59 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. We're going to take a short pause for the cause, step back, and the news is coming up next in hour number 2 of the Get Up and Go show. If you want to give us a call, our lines are always open. 772-220-9788. If you want to bring us food, our front door is open as well. You know where we are. We'll take 2 eggs over easy, over hard, scrambled, any way you want to bring them. Hash browns, home fries, some grits, toast, bagels, cream cheese, strawberry jelly, grape jelly for Bonnie.
With 1 tequila sunrise.
And 1 tequila sunrise to boot as well. Folks, we'll be right back.
Fox News. The attorney for the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd has filed a motion alleging, among other things, juror misconduct over one of the jurors wearing a T-shirt related to the case at a rally last March.
Eric Nelson, the attorney for Derek Chauvin, listed among the reasons for a retrial that the jury was not sequestered and may have been prejudiced by the trial's national publicity. Last month, 7 women and 5 men found Chauvin guilty of murder and manslaughter after video showed Chauvin kneeling on George Floyd's neck for several minutes. Nelson, in his filing, accused prosecutors of disparaging the defense. A spokesperson for Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison tells Fox 9 Minneapolis in a statement that many of these arguments have been already rejected by the court. Chauvin is scheduled to be sentenced in June. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Facebook's independent oversight board is due to announce this morning whether former President Trump should continue to be banned or allowed to post again. He was kicked off that social media outlet and Twitter after the riot at the Capitol in January over repeated claims that he really won the election. The former president announced yesterday a new website where he can post his thoughts and take political donations. It's called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. A judge has ordered the Justice Department to turn over a memo prepared for then Attorney General William Barr before he announced President Trump did not commit obstruction of justice when the special counsel Russia report was released.
Barr had gotten a memo prepared by the Office of Legal Counsel ahead of the release of the Mueller report. It concluded evidence put together by Mueller's team wouldn't support an obstruction claim. Former special counsel Robert Mueller complained that decision caused public confusion. Now, a federal judge has ordered the DOJ to release that memo by May 17th.
Fox's Jill Nato. America's listening to Fox News.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you could buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? Well, the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-885-9797. 800-885-9797. 800-885-9797.
Coronavirus scare at a meeting of foreign ministers, including the U.S. Secretary of State.
India's foreign minister has gone into self-quarantine here in London after 2 members of his delegation tested positive for the coronavirus. Subramanyam Jaishankar met on Monday with Secretary of State Antony Blinken during a meeting of G7 foreign ministers, although the State Department says there's no reason to believe any of the American team is at risk. Officials have been observing social distancing and are tested daily.
Fox's Simon Owen. Members of the Biden administration, including the Vice President and Secretary of State, spoke at an annual event promoting business and free trade in the Western Hemisphere.
Vice President Kamala Harris told the Conference of the Americas that she plans to visit Mexico and Guatemala next month in an effort to address the root causes of migration from Central America to the U.S., saying violence against minorities and extreme weather events have contributed, but
we will not make significant progress if corruption in the region persists.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. wants to be part of building a global economy to help people in the hemisphere who lack opportunity. Climate envoy and former Senator John Kerry also spoke, warning of an increase in disasters and what he called climate refugees if emissions are not further curbed this decade. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A missing wedding ring becomes a needle in a haystack.
Knee-deep in a Vineland landfill on a volunteer mission to find a local woman's wedding ring accidentally tossed on trash day.
Honestly, after an hour, I was about to call it quits.
Despite the odds, Atlantic County Utility Authority Supervisor Giovanni Quilez, lead driver Ramon Nazario, and 2 other workers did not give up. And in an hour and a half, the crew and a couple of bulldozers pulled off the impossible.
I picked it up, said, got it.
The guys say they were happy to help.
That's Jennifer Joyce with Fox 29 Philadelphia. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Just imagine. Imagine finding a doctor who listens. Imagine a doctor who cares, who takes time to understand you and your lifestyle better. Imagine an entire care team dedicated to helping you live your best life. You don't have to imagine. WellMed is redefining aging with our unique approach to care designed by physicians to help you stay as healthy as possible. Learn more about our recognized model of care at discoverwellmed.com.
Are you looking for a career with good pay and growth opportunities? Then register today for Indian River State College's Certified Logistics Associate Training Program. Hi, I'm Joe Gorham with IRSC's Corporate and Community Training Institute. The CLA course provides students with the foundational broad knowledge you will need to understand the world of distribution. The course includes training in the global supply chain, logistics environment, safe equipment operation, material handling equipment, quality control, workplace communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Upon completion, students will have the opportunity to earn a nationally recognized industry certification. Start your career path today and earn more in the dynamic field of distribution for companies like Amazon, Walmart, CVS, and others. For more information on the Lincoln Park Career Pathways program, contact Melanie George at 462-7395. 462-7395.
Hi, this is Denny Artachi, host of the Today with Denny show, where we talk about financial and healthy well-being from a common sense perspective. This is a show where we cover what's on your mind, like local, world, and entertainment news. So tune in, have fun, share your story Thursday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. on WSTU 1450 AM radio.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Madam Announcer. It is May the 5th, 2021, and that means it's Cinco De Mayo. I didn't know they let cows in here, for gosh sakes.
Are you going to sing a song or something, or can I just go back to work?
Well, you can go back to work, and then I'll sing you a song, okay?
Put that cookie down now!
All right, I'll put the cookie down, but I'm hungry, so I have to eat something. Time now is 7:08. Mr. Clock, would you verify, please?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
That's right. Bonnie, please put that cookie down as Arnold says, if you would, please, okay?
Okay, I'll just put it down.
Yeah,
Let me take a bite first.
One. No. You got to do what he says.
Put that cookie down now!
Yeah, put the cookie down now, please, okay?
Okay.
Please do. You can't have the cookie.
Oh.
Anyway, let's do, what are we going to do? Oh, it's birthdays and anniversaries. All right, what do you got for me this morning, Miss Bonbon?
You know, no birthdays to mention, but it would be nice having a birthday today. Just think you could go out and have a free item. You know, usually they do that on your birthday.
Okay.
And then part of Cinco de Mayo, too, maybe you'll get something double, you know, like
shot of tequila.
Shot of tequila.
Yeah.
And maybe something else because just because you could show your photo ID and say that it's your birthday, maybe they'll bring you something else.
That'll work.
So what a swell day for you if it is your birthday.
A lot of restaurants offer free meals on your birthday.
Yeah.
I knew a guy once that had like all these fake IDs for different days of the year, and he would use these fake IDs to get free food.
Did he really now?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He had like 50 of them.
So he had like a birthday going on 365 days of the year.
Pretty much. And he would just get like free food out the wazoo.
Well, the more power to him, I guess, if he got away with that sort of thing.
He never got caught.
Yep.
That's all I got to say. Hannah Davis, 31 years old today. That's the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model who married Derek Jeter, celebrating a birthday. She's 31. Adele, great artist, great vocalist. She's 33 years old today,
Yeah,
Bonnie.
she's probably one of the best of all time. And I think my favorite from her was probably, Hello was a very haunting song.
Hello.
And I'm just waiting for her to maybe come out and do some more music. Didn't
Hello.
she call her album like 25 or something? Now she should make a new one now and call it 33. Since she is 33 today.
Well, 33 and a third.
In a third, yeah.
Yeah, 33 and a third. That would be
Adele,
good.
we are waiting for more sweet music from you, my dear.
Yes, definitely so, without a doubt. Clark Duke is 36. That's the kid from Hot Tub Time Machine movies. Henry Cavill is 38. That's Superman in The Man of Steel. Danielle Fishel is 40 years old today. That's Topanga from Boy Meets World.
The only other Topanga that I know beside my stepdaughter.
Yes.
Yeah, and my stepdaughter, I noticed, spells hers a little differently. she has a G-I-A at the end.
Yes.
This Topanga is just the Topanga with the G-A.
Yes.
But the only other Topanga that I know of. My stepdaughter was not named after her, by the way.
No. Okay. Very good. Vincent Kartheiser is 42. That's Pete Campbell on Mad Men. Santiago Cabrera is 43. Chris Rios on Picard. Tina Yothers is 48. That's the true star of Family Ties. Brian Williams, Bonnie, take note. Brian Williams is 62 years old today.
He is really now.
Yes, that's the former NBC nightly news anchor.
Keeps himself looking very well at age 62.
Current host of the 11th Hour on MSNBC.
Uh-huh.
Remember Kurt Loder from MTV News? Kurt Loder, do you remember him?
Yeah, I remember of him, but
Okay.
I just can't remember what he looks like. I definitely remember the name, though.
He's 76 years old today.
Is he?
Yes, 76
Is
years
he
old
now?
today. And if I could find a picture of him real quick, it took me to his Twitter page. Let's see if that's what he looks like right there. That's Kurt Loder. There you go.
Okay.
Looks nothing like he did back in the day.
Oh, I see.
That's what happens when you get older.
I wonder how old, like, Alan Hunter is now. And
Oh, God, Martha Quinn?
yes.
I guess you can
Nina
find that out on
Blackwood.
Google. Oh, that's another one. I liked her, Nina Blackwood. She was hot back in
I
the
bet
day.
they're all, like, in their mid-60s right now.
Michael Palin is 78 years old today. That's the Monty Python superstar. Lance Henriksen is 81. That's the android bishop in the Alien movies. Celebrating a birthday in the heavens today, the one and only Stand By Your Man woman, Tammy Wynette.
Oh, Tammy Wynette. I wonder how old Tammy would be
Well,
right
she
now.
passed away in 98. She was born in 42.
Oh, in 1942?
Yeah.
So, she
so
would
she
be
would
about...
be 79 years old.
Yeah.
79 years old today.
So what year did she pass away?
98.
In 98. She kind of passed away early then, didn't she?
She passed away 50.
She was a little bit young.
56, I want to say. Something like that.
That's incredible. That's
Yep.
young.
Celebrating a birthday in the heavens also is Karl Marx. Passed away in 1883. That's the author of the Communist Manifesto. Today, Bonnie, is Cinco de Mayo Day. That's where we all pay homage to our bottles of tequila.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and there are a few ways to celebrate the celebration. You can load up the plate with free burritos, taco deals, margarita specials, a Hungry Howie's pizza for $5.55, and let's see if I can find Chipotle Mexican Grill, bringing back its popular trivia game for Cinco de Mayo.
Very
and
nice.
$250,000 buy one, get one free coupon codes are up for grabs through Friday at Chipotle.com.
Now, if you're not into all that spicy stuff for Cinco de Mayo Day, it's also National Hoagie Day.
I know, what's this? How can they make a hoagie day on a Cinco de Mayo day?
Pretty simple. I guess they want to have the best of both worlds.
Of course, you can spice up your hoagie and make it you can make it like a Mexican festive kind of style.
For shizzle.
Hoagie. You
Without
could
a
do
doubt.
something like that.
Without a doubt. We are 4 days away from a day that we honor all mothers across the world. It's Mother's Day on Sunday.
Can you imagine? And you're getting all ready for Rachel and celebrating Mother's Day. And
she kind of threw a wrench in my plans last night.
why?
Well, here's the deal. I went to bed last night. As I was going to bed, I got to bed pretty late last night because I got home late from the stadium because it was our opening night. And I said, listen, I can't take you out for breakfast on Mother's Day because I'm coming to church and then I have to go to the stadium. I have a game. I said, so when I get out of the stadium, I'll take you out for dinner. And you know what she said? She goes, we can just eat home.
All right.
I'm like, okay.
Save a little money. Why not?
That was very thoughtful,
Yeah,
though.
nothing wrong with having dinner
I like
at home.
That. I like that, though. That was very sweet.
It's probably, you know why? It's probably because the day before she goes back and teaches, a day before work, and maybe she just wants to lay back a little bit.
That or she just racked up the credit card by $500 and didn't tell me.
Well, let's hope it's not that.
No, I'm just teasing.
Otherwise, there might be, instead of celebrating Mother's Day, there might be a breakup in the household.
No.
I think most of the marriages do tend to break up because
they
of,
do
of that
because
kind
of money, financial. Yeah. There's people do fight a lot about
one
money.
Spouse hiding it from another spouse and how much they're spending and
No, that's one thing we don't do is we really don't argue about money. She has her checkbook, I have my checkbook, and I pay certain things, she pays certain things, and then it all gets done.
We don't argue about money either. We're staying like at a resort next weekend in Orlando, and he's covering the whole thing. I'm like, I'll give you some money for it. Nope, it's my son's birthday. I'm going to cover it.
Very nice.
So yeah,
what resort are you guys staying
I'm really
at?
being treated. This it's a Holiday Inn with I think it has about 7 swimming pools and water park at the Holiday Inn where we're staying.
Wow.
So I'm like,
that's in Orlando. I think I know where that is.
I'm really excited.
That's a great place.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to cover all those pools in my new swimwear I'll be sporting.
Just make sure and have it tied up real tight.
Yeah.
23 days until Memorial Day weekend. That's a day that we pay homage to those people that gave the ultimate sacrifice so you and me and everybody else can enjoy life here on this planet. So we say thank you to those that paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Yes, we do.
46 days until Father's Day. That is my day. That is Gary's day. That is the day that we pay homage to all the dads out there.
I found him a little something already when I was out for Father's Day yesterday.
Okay, don't tell me what it is.
No, I can't. It was just like, there it was. And I said, that's for Gary. It's about what we're into now, and I had to get it.
Oh, wow.
And
I'm afraid to ask what it is.
I just start
the way you put that.
I like to start stocking up early. So, and then, you get it for your guy. And do you guys do this? Like your wife will get you gifts and say it's from your kids. Did you ever do that? Or do you get her gifts and say it's from the kids?
A long time ago, when the kids were younger and they didn't know any better, to buy gifts for people.
Yeah, and we're wondering when that age is going to give and is going to end for us.
Yeah, you would buy the gift and you say it's from the kids.
Yes.
And then who's getting the gift, they would think, oh, that's so sweet, they thought of me. Well, little did that person know that we were the actual ones that did that.
Buying the gift.
Yeah, we were the ones that did that.
And saying it's from the kids. I think that probably goes on in a lot of families.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
60 years ago today, in 1961, Alan Shepard became the first American in space when he made a 15-minute suborbital flight. Wow, I can't believe it's been 60 years since that happened. Wow.
I know, like you probably remember it just like yesterday, huh?
It's crazy.
You were a young lad.
Crazy stuff.
Sitting on your dad's lap.
I was 1 year old.
Oh,
I was just a
you're
baby.
A very young lad.
I was more than a young lad. I couldn't even walk at the time.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
31 years ago today in 1990, Paul Hogan married his Crocodile Dundee co-star Linda Kozlowski.
Oh, they got married?
31 years ago, but they divorced in 2014.
So they met on the set of Crocodile Dundee.
Yep.
I remember her too.
Yep.
Yeah, boy, that was the movie of the time when Crocodile Dundee was out. I mean, that was it. That and Beverly Hills Cop was the big one, famous, and
that was another good
the
one.
Ghostbusters, of course. All of those big blockbusters. Yeah.
Lastly, 21 years ago today in 2000, beautiful Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he slummed it by marrying the hideous gargoyle known to humans as Angelina Jolie.
Oh, she is. No, no, she is not. She's
then
one,
he came to his
beautiful.
senses, and they got divorced in May of 2003.
There's something sexy, about Billy Bob Thornton.
Really?
I do find him attractive.
You ever seen people
in a
wearing
weird way.
those Billy Bob Thornton teeth? Right? You ever seen those?
No, they're fake. People wear fake teeth and
Google
Okay.
Google Billy Bob Thornton teeth.
Okay.
And watch what you come up with.
All right.
It'll be hilarious.
I kind of like his teeth. There's something about him that's
What do you see the
kind
teeth?
of sexy.
What do you see the teeth?
Billy Bob Thornton teeth. I don't know. All that came up for me is like huge smiles of Billy Bob. 42.
You didn't get the teeth?
I did not.
Should have been buck teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, they come out.
Showing a picture of buck teeth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it should have been. Fake teeth you put in your mouth that are buck teeth. Those are called Billy Bob Thornton teeth.
I have to watch Sling Blade tonight.
Sling Blade?
Yeah. I don't know. Here he's smiling and his teeth look pretty good right there. I wonder if it's just in the movies that they show him with more buck teeth and maybe
I guess.
Maybe
I
some
don't
of the
know.
characters that he plays.
I couldn't tell you.
Because his teeth are actually looking normal there.
Oh, okay.
So go figure.
I don't know. Anyway,
I
that's...
think his teeth were kind of buck and Sling Blade. They might have been kind
They
of
were bucking teeth.
Buck tooth.
I don't know what you want to call them. I used to have buck teeth when I was a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had buck teeth, and people called me. And I was bullied when I was a child.
Did you get braces to fix them?
No, my parents couldn't afford them.
Oh.
But I was bullied as a child also.
That's so wrong.
I know. And I was called a buck-toothed beaver is what I was called because I had buck teeth when I was a kid. And people who I thought were my friends used to call me a buck-toothed beaver.
I would go out and slap those little kids for you if they
well,
were doing that.
I wanted to slap
hate that.
snot out of them too, but my parents always taught me never to fight. So I was not a fighter. I was a lover.
I remember when
so I was brought up.
Oh, this is a funny one. When the bigger kids used to bully on me and my cousin Keith. Okay, so so we were like little baby. We were about 5. And Keith is telling my mom and my grandma about the story about the bigger kids bullying us, and he couldn't pronounce his P's. He couldn't pronounce anything with P. So he told my mom and my grandma, they they were throwing rocks at us, but I called them big bricks.
Oh. I got you. Okay, I see where you're going.
Big bricks came out of his mouth.
So Mark Hales just messaged us.
Okay.
And you know how we're talking about you put things on numbers and you flip them upside down? Well, he did something that he did on a calculator where he put, let me make sure I got the numbers right.
Oh, I think I've seen that before on a calculator. I kind of remember something like that.
He said, write that down.
Digitally.
Right, you write that down, but he said, flip it upside down, but I can't make out what the word is. I can't make that word out. See, I'm stumped. And I don't want to say it on the air because I don't know if it's going to offend anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm completely stumped.
I'm kind of stumped with that one too, Evan.
Yeah, he wrote a schoolboy favorite on a calculator, was those numbers, and then read it upside down.
It looks like BOLL. I don't know.
OB.
OHS.
OHS.
Bolas.
I'm not sure. I don't get it.
I'm really not getting
I'm
it
stumped on that one.
Myself.
I'm completely stumped.
Is that like an English word
I don't know.
we're not really aware of? Let me type it in. BOLLOHS, right?
Yeah. See what it comes up with. Do you get anything?
No.
No?
I just came up with Bolo family history. There's some family named Bolo.
I don't know, but I'm stumped.
I am too now.
I'm stumped. So Mark Hales has one over us from across the pond. Very nice. 7:23 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Congressman Charlie Crist kicks off his campaign for governor with a laundry list of promises and attacks on Governor DeSantis.
We won't ignore the people's will on constitutional amendments, and will protect all of the rights of all Floridians all the time. Peaceful protesters, women in their right to choose, and the LGBTQ community.
The first Democrat to enter the race also made several promises, including expanding Medicaid and preparing communities for climate change. In 2020, there was plenty of toilet paper being supplied by manufacturers, but pandemic-induced panic buying and hoarding led to a shortage on store shelves. The same thing happened for a short time with electronic thermometers. This year, restaurants are facing a chicken wing shortage. Unlike the toilet paper shortage, the reasons behind the chicken wing shortage are supply-based. Suppliers can't deliver enough wings to restaurants, which is leading to higher prices. Cheney Brothers, a major food distributor located in Riviera Beach that supplies many restaurants in South Florida, is dealing with the shortage. WPTV's T.A. Walker with one restaurant owner.
Is there a hot item right now that you're having trouble securing for your clients?
Yeah, the hot item right now is chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Yeah, chicken wings. Yeah, that's the hot item right now. It takes many weeks to take a bird from hatchling to the time it gets processed. And with the economy opening up in all states and demand for chicken wings like it is, the poultry packers weren't adequately prepared to have enough product in the pipeline. So they're playing catch up now. They're trying to get caught up, and it's going to be a few more weeks until we have an adequate supply of chicken wings.
Thirsty Turtle Sea Grill with locations in Port St. Lucie and Juneau Beach announced Tuesday it is no longer including wings in its happy hour pricing. If your favorite wing spot is running low on wings, or if the prices have increased and you're looking for another option, you can consider having boneless wings instead, which are made from more easily obtainable breast meat. The dates for the special election to fill the vacated seat for Florida's 20th congressional district were announced Tuesday afternoon by Governor Ron DeSantis. The governor made the announcement during a news conference at West Miami Middle School. The seat became open following the death last month of longtime U.S. Representative Alcee Hastings. Through an executive order, the governor said the primary for the seat will be held November 2nd, while the general election will be held January 11. Well, lastly, NBC is going back to Night Court. The network announced Tuesday that it has called for a pilot production order of the sitcom, which is a continuation of NBC's long-running half-hour comedy. New York Mets ace Jacob deGrom was scratched from Tuesday night's scheduled start against St. Louis because he was having trouble getting loose as he started to stretch ahead of his outing. Mets manager Luis Rojas said deGrom had a scan that showed inflammation of the latissimus dorsi muscle, a back muscle that connects the upper arms to the spine and the hip. deGrom won't throw for a few days. deGrom, a two-time NL Cy Young Award winner, has been baseball's most dominant pitcher this season. He has 59 strikeouts in 35 innings with just 4 walks. News time, we have 7:27. Weather and traffic together will be next.
This will be another El Nino year, although a weaker one. So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers, se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
$7:28 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
No accidents that we're looking at here for St. Lucie and Martin County. It's a good ride right here. Just make sure that you're aware that if you're heading up north on the turnpike up at that Okeechobee exit this morning, road construction in that area. So northbound, the right lane being blocked and the ramp blocked due to the road construction up ahead. And there's your latest look at traffic. It's 73 right now in Palm City, and in Cajamarca, Peru this morning, it's 49. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
When it comes to Medicare, it can be confusing and misleading. Sure, you can go to any particular company's presentation, but is that really the most effective way to go? Let my team look up your doctors, medications, and see whether an Advantage or a Medigap plan is more suitable. Call me, Denny Artachi, 561-537-5897, and let my team simplify and explain your choices. After all, it's your health we're talking about. 561-537-5897.
Call the Lott Brothers for all your property insurance needs. Hi, I'm Frankie Lott. Give me a call, 468-1009. That's 468-1009. We represent the most competitive markets across the Treasure Coast and throughout the state of Florida, insuring your home, condo, auto, and boat, plus commercial. The Lott Brothers are available 24 hours a day for your convenience. Call me at Lott Insurance Services, 468-1009.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Tred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
The Get Up and Go Show would love to hear from you, live on the air. Give them a call at any time. Now let's get back to the program. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. Billie Eilish has a new song called Your Power. Well, you call it a song. I call it a moody asthma attack. Genesis is reuniting for a tour. It's good news for Genesis fans who always wanted to see them live. Okay, sorta live. America may soon experience a chicken shortage. Luckily for parents, this has no effect on whatever is in the contents of those spongy oven-heated so-called chicken nuggets. A Sarasota Eagle Scout has earned every merit badge possible, including the last one for defending himself successfully from the Scoutmaster at Sleepaway Camp. And today is Cinco de Mayo. 40% of Americans wrongly believe it marks Mexican Independence Day. The other 60% were too drunk to care. This is not headline news.
From not headline news, we go to stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
All right, so, Bonnie, you've heard of the rideshare companies Uber and Lyft and things like that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, there's a lady by the name of Emma Lavelle, and Emma was in an Uber earlier this month when her journey took a terrifying turn, literally speaking.
Ooh.
Lavelle noticed her driver going the wrong direction.
Oh, that would terrify me.
Yeah.
I would be like, sir, where are you going?
Lavelle, who is local to the area, saw that their car was heading straight towards the Bridgewater Canal Waterway. Yes, the Canal Waterway, Bonnie.
Uh-huh.
The 30-year-old transportation manager reportedly asked her driver to stop, but he ignored her advice. deciding to follow the navigation software in the vehicle.
So if they keep traveling, they would be in the canal, they would be in the water,
The
literally?
driver then said to have made a left turn, driving the two of them right into the water.
Wow.
Thankfully, Lavelle wasn't injured in the accident. The driver asked her if she could get out, and thankfully she could, she said. Now, after she climbed out of the car, however, she was reportedly told to walk the remaining distance of her trip, despite it being the middle of the night. She complained to Uber, and she was denied a refund. She got actually billed for that ride. And she wanted her money back,
man,
and the
no.
Uber would not give her money back.
That's just simply wrong.
Yeah.
And Uber is doing quite well. I
Yeah.
mean, how cheap can they be?
Exactly.
And how ignorant of the fact that, and it, I'm kind of like wondering what was wrong with the driver.
I don't know.
Did the driver have sedatives or?
Well, the driver was following his navigation software, and the navigation software told the driver to turn left at a certain street and to keep going forward, and it took the driver into the canal, is what it did.
And the driver didn't have enough common sense to just turn around and say, this is wrong?
I guess not.
Boy, that is really stupid news.
It's stupid, period.
It's just
With a
things
capital
that
S.
make you go, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly. There's a, let's go to Juneau County, Wisconsin. Do you know where that is?
Oh, Juneau County.
Juneau County, okay.
Yeah, that's south.
Okay, you might
Southern
be able,
Wisconsin.
You might know this place.
Okay.
Or you may have heard the story.
I don't think I've been to Juneau County, actually, so I probably don't know anybody or anything there.
All right. Well, there's a woman named Caitlin Huber from Juneau County, Wisconsin, who just filed a class action lawsuit against Bagel Bites for being low-quality pizza. She had two main issues. One, they don't actually use tomato sauce, just tomato ingredients and seasonings with no thickeners. And two, the cheese on the Bagel Bites isn't real mozzarella, even though it says, quote, real dairy on the box.
And being from Wisconsin, she's really expecting that real dairy to come about.
Caitlin was especially very upset about the cheese thing being from Wisconsin, the lawsuit says. She said, quote, dairy is more integral to Wisconsin than potatoes are to Idaho.
That's right.
And oranges to Florida.
Yes, it is.
And I totally
and
respect
wine is
that.
to California.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody in the state can join her class action suit over the deceptive packaging and quality of the Bagel Bites. And she didn't give a specific dollar amount she's looking for. That would be up to the court to decide. Bagel Bites are owned by Kraft Heinz, and they have not commented on this lawsuit. So that's pretty interesting.
Well, a Bagel Bite is not your home run pizza now.
No. You buy these in the frozen food section of the store, for
you can
gosh
buy them
sakes.
little frozen bites. You're going to have a little low frozen quality.
Right.
And it's not going to taste like
Listen,
a pizza.
If you want a bagel bite, just go to your local bagel joint, go buy a bagel, slap some tomato sauce on there, get some fresh Wisconsin cheese.
Real mozzarella.
Real mozzarella.
The real McCoy.
The real deal mozzarella cheese from Wisconsin. Slap that over the tomato sauce that's slapped over the bagel. Put it in your oven and bake it for 15 minutes.
And maybe bake and broil it so you make it like, when you can make it crispy if you go from bake to broil, I have found. You can make it a little more crispy that way.
And you'll eventually have a homemade bagel
crispy
bite.
Bagel bite with, that good wholesome cheese.
And
Yummy.
as Mr. Food would say, oh, it's so good.
But wouldn't you be surprised if, I want to follow this story to see if she actually gets anything from this?
We'll have to see.
If she wins, I'll be like, what?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yep.
Instead of doing the difficult task of picking which friends would be a bride's bridesmaids, one woman decided to ask strangers to support her on her wedding day. Alexis Coffey, who is from Texas, recently got married this past Sunday, and unlike other brides, Coffee's bridesmaids were people she never met before.
No kidding,
Like people
huh?
she met through her wedding photographer and people she met on Bumble BFF, which is a dating app.
It sounds like she's had acquaintances with these people, but they're just not considered her close
she never
unit
met
of friends.
them. So the bride says she wanted to ask strangers to be in her wedding party because she and her now husband had only moved to Texas a few weeks ago. Because of the pandemic, they weren't able to meet anybody new in the area, so they turned to the internet and put out messages looking for bridesmaids.
And I wonder how many people, came up and said, "Yeah, I'll be your bridesmaid, even though I don't know you."
Pretty interesting.
It is. I mean, that's kind of brave of somebody to do.
She didn't know one bridesmaid in her wedding.
And she probably, if they moved, did you say her and her husband had moved?
Yeah, they moved recently.
She probably didn't want to ask her own really good friends to spend the money on the occasion to come for the wedding.
They couldn't fly anywhere because of COVID.
And because of COVID, too.
Yeah, exactly.
She probably, too, wanted to save her friends the money.
A farmer in Lodi Township, Michigan, has been in a fight with his neighbor named Wayne Lambarth for the past year over where the property line is. Okay, where the property line is. So he's been arguing with his neighbor for the last year over where the property line is. Now, so the farmer decided to make it clear where he thinks the line is. You know what he did?
He probably grew a whole line of cherry trees or some peach trees or something.
He built a 250-foot wall between the two yards.
Oh, he built a wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what the wall's made out of?
In Michigan, what would it? I don't know.
Feces.
Oh, really?
Yes, crap.
Oh, my gosh. Good gosh.
The farmer took all the manure from his farm.
Yeah.
And stacked it into a wall on the property line.
Wow.
And when Wayne complained,
oh, man.
The guy said, quote, it's not a poop wall, it's a compost fence.
Yeah.
And the city says there's nothing they can do about it because the poop wall is technically
on his line.
On his farmer's property.
Right on his line,
yes.
I bet. Or his side of the line.
It's a pretty crappy wall, I must say.
Could you imagine what happens when the wind blows? And I wonder if the city of Lodi is in that general direction of with that wind blowing.
Well,
and you get a nice smell of that compost air.
Yes.
When you walk and wine and dine with your mate at night.
Oh boy. That just definitely would not be. I would be keeping my windows shut, if you ask me.
At least he's original.
This is true. A 52-year-old guy named Andrew Greco was flying on Frontier Airlines from Vegas to Reno last week, and one of the ticket agents told him he was going to need to check his bag with a $55 surcharge. This guy was furious, and he cursed her out. Then the next day, Frontier Airlines started getting lots of angry phone calls. The caller said his name was Donald Hump.
Donald Hump?
Donald
really?
Hump. And he threatened to kill everybody at the call center and blow up the airport in Vegas over the change fees. Now, the FBI, they traced the call all the way back to Andrew, and he admitted he made the calls because he was hoping to scare Frontier into giving him his $55 back. Now he's facing charges for making terrorist threats.
So was that $55 for his extra baggage fee or something?
$55 for the extra baggage fee.
Yeah, he should already be aware of that. You bring an extra bag on board. I never have flown Frontier before.
It's kind of a no-frills airline, very inexpensive.
I think we might have even had a little baggage fee when we flew Allegiant a couple of years ago, Topanga and I.
Yeah, they have those extra baggage fees that you pay.
Usually $30 or so. I think I have paid $50 before for them.
$55 though is an awful lot for a baggage fee.
It seems like it.
I know that when I fly Delta and I go to New York, I don't have any baggage fees. But then again, I don't have any baggage fees because I'm a Delta SkyMiles card member.
Oh, there you go.
With American Express. So you get your first bag always free.
Yeah, that would explain why.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Anyway, there's your stupid news for Cinco de Mayo, April the 5th, 2021. Time for news once again. It's all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town. On any type of precious metals, it's always St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning once again. The Martin County School District, they're preparing to host an emergency meeting next week over masks being required in schools. Here's WPTV's Derek Lowe with more.
Outside.
This is a sick board. This school board is sick and wrong.
And inside.
What are we going to do about it?
Sir, your time's up. Your time's up.
Great. Do something!
Martin County parents making their voices heard.
Oxygen is mandatory for the brain.
They want the Martin County School District's mask mandate to end.
Masks are proven ineffective for the purpose claimed by your mandate and potentially harmful.
Board members made no promises about the future of masks, but agreed to take it up in an emergency meeting planned for next week.
Our job is to represent our constituency, and that's what we try to do. But be fair, okay? And nobody's going to be bullied up here. Just say what you got to say.
The positive cases that we've had listed from year to date, from the beginning of the school year, is 406, which puts us at a less than 2% rate.
Current policy calls for masks to be worn by students, staff, and visitors while on school district property. However, a petition calling for face coverings to be optional now has more than 500 signatures. Some parents say the protests will continue until the requirement is repealed.
We will be here at every school board meeting until you stop the unhealthy masking of these vulnerable children.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV. News Channel 5.
He's been at the forefront of disaster preparedness on both the state and federal levels. WPTV's John Shaman has this.
Our big concern is life safety.
Craig Fugate served as director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management as the state was battered by 4 hurricanes in 2004.
The biggest lesson we learned was speed. We never get time back, so the faster we get there, the quicker we get to stabilization.
He then went on to serve as administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency in the Obama administration.
I got asked by a lot of my friends in Tallahassee, said, well, how's Washington? What's different? It's bigger.
Now, Fugate is joining the staff at Indian River State College, serving as a strategic consultant in emergency management.
We've not always done a great job of teaching them how to operate in a crisis.
Fugate says students on the Fort Pierce campus should be taught more public policy.
How many times you've heard it called a natural disaster? I'm like, there's no such thing. It's a natural hazard. It only becomes a disaster where and how we have built.
With hurricane season just around the corner, I asked Fugate for his best advice on preparing now.
Now, go get an insurance checkup. Make sure you understand what's covered and ask for flood insurance and get that policy in effect, because it has to be in effect 30 days before it happens. For every inch of water damage in your home, FEMA calculates it's $25,000 worth of damages.
If you live in an evacuation zone, Fugate says your plan is to move inland, not necessarily out of state. And when it comes to home preparations, not all supplies have to cost money.
Like take Ziploc bags, fill them full of water, and throw them in your freezer. And fill in all the voids. So if the power goes out, that ice will keep things cooler, and as it melts, you got ice cold water.
He adds, closing all your interior doors can improve your home's structural integrity in a storm.
So if a window or something broke, it would only affect that room. It couldn't get to the rest of the house.
Fugate says he learned in Washington that FEMA is not the answer for everything, but he hopes to have more answers to prepare students here for the future. In Fort Pierce, John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The dates for the special election to fill the vacated seat for Florida's 20th congressional district were announced Tuesday afternoon by Governor Ron DeSantis. The governor made the announcement during a news conference at West Miami Middle School. The seat became open following the death last month of longtime U.S. Representative Alcee Hastings. Through an executive order, the governor said the primary for the seat will be held November 2nd, while the general election will be held January 11. Derek Chauvin's attorney, Eric Nelson, filed a motion on Tuesday asking for a new trial on multiple grounds after one of the jurors who convicted Chauvin in the murder of George Floyd participated in a protest last summer. Nelson filed the motion stating that the court abused its discretion for failing to sequester the jury, denying the defense a new trial, and denying to change the venue. And lastly, a man accusing Oscar-winning actor Kevin Spacey of sexually abusing him in the 1980s when he was 14 cannot proceed anonymously in court, a judge ruled Monday. U.S. District Judge Lewis A. Kaplan in Manhattan refused to let the man proceed only as CD in a lawsuit filed in September in New York State Court and later moved to federal court. The man had met Spacey in the actor's suburban New York acting class before the alleged abuse, according to the lawsuit, which seeks over $40 million in damages. Cincinnati Reds reliever Amar Garrett has been suspended 7 games and fined an undisclosed amount of money for inciting a benches clearing incident with the Chicago Cubs on Saturday afternoon. Major League Baseball announced this Tuesday. Garrett is appealing his suspension and will be eligible to continue playing until the process is completed. News time 7:49. We'll have weather and traffic together for you next.
I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
7:51 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Cinco De Mayo edition of the program. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, what's going on outside?
Not finding any accidents to report right now, Evan, and so traffic looking good, on the turnpike. I-95 north and southbound looking good too this morning. And we like to say if you see something, always say something. Give us a call and make us aware at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. It's 75 in Port St. Lucie, and in Statesville, North Carolina, it's 62. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380. Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPFLTV.com.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Hi, I'm Chris Hodgins with My Florida Insurance Broker, and I'm here today with my daughter, Sage.
Hello.
Sage, why don't you tell everybody what kind of insurance we do?
Home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, and flood insurance.
If you've had a rate hike or 2 or 5, hopefully not 10, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Sage, what's our number?
772-617-6777.
What's the name of our company again?
My Florida Insurance Broker.
Today in Ag News on the Southeast AgNet, USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida is investing $300,000 for conservation innovation grants for high tunnel systems that improve weather resiliency and improve degraded plant conditions. Grants from $5,000 to $75,000 will be awarded to applicants matching those funds on a dollar-to-dollar basis. Florida State Conservationist Juan Hernandez says these grants inspire creativity and are great opportunities for participants to take advantage of.
Actually, they inspire creativity. That's more than anything else. We don't pretend to know all the answers, and we do know and recognize that production, farms, ranches, they do have a lot of challenges, and we want to be part of assistance. We want to be part of the solution, and we're offering these SIG grants in order to promote. A good example is high tunnels, and that's the theme that we're using this year for these SIG grants, is how to adapt these high tunnel practices in the state of Florida. That said, you don't have to be limited by high tunnels. If you have a challenge with, or a new idea, a new concept with soil health, wildlife habitat, improving water quality, and SIG grant is the great opportunity for participants to take advantage of.
Plus, a special webinar will be held May 27th explaining how to apply for these grants. Learn more on our website, southeastagnet.com.
Smart shoppers will tell you they found it on HighBid.com. HighBid.com lets you explore thousands of auctions across the U.S. and around the world. You'll find gold coins, sporting goods, classic cars, collectible toys, fine jewelry, household items, and sports memorabilia autographed by the greats. HighBid.com has hundreds of thousands of items for sale every day. It's easy to search, and it's easy to find auctions in your area. Just go to HighBid.com. That's HIBID.com, and see what everyone is talking about.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Well, we're about 2 hours down and one more to go for the Wednesday Cinco de Mayo edition of the program, and I have not had my tequila yet, Bonnie.
I haven't had one either, that's for sure.
No.
I didn't even have one, my usual at 2 this morning.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. No wonder why you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I need toothpicks to keep my eyelids open right now. I am so exhausted from last night.
Because you had a great and a late night, maybe a late but a great night at the St. Lucie Mets.
I can't do 2 of these a week. That'll kill me.
Congratulations on the St. Lucie Mets and their nice big win yesterday.
Yeah, they were rock stars last night. We had over 1,200 people in the stadium. It was Silver Slugger night. The crowd was hot. The fans were applauding. They were cheering. The Mets came and they just they kicked Jupiter's arse is what they did.
Big score involved too, like 13-3.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mets hitters, they just were really on fire last night.
Man, it was just a great night. It was so good because it's been 2 years since we've had minor league baseball in the stadium.
What a great way to start up the occasion and start off this baseball season at Clover Park, and with facilities too there being kind of nice and updated and new bathrooms and everything.
That's the first time that the fans from minor league season got to see all the renovations and the new additions.
Yes.
Since the stadium went under all the construction and stuff like that.
And
so
fireworks.
Really nice.
Fireworks at the game this Saturday night, you say?
Yes.
Afterward.
Fireworks Saturday. I am really excited about that.
Yeah. I think, oh, boy, we're getting back to the occasion of being usual.
Yeah.
Back to the usual, I hope.
It's kind of nice. It really is. It's really kind of nice. Definitely so, without a doubt. We're WSTU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. And then Martin County Administrator Taryn Kryzda is going to join us with an update. We'll be right back.
Fox News. A decision is expected this morning about whether former President Trump should be allowed back on social media. It'll come from Facebook's Independent Oversight Board. Fox's Tanya J. Powers.
His Facebook and Instagram accounts were indefinitely suspended the day after the January 6th Capitol riot, with Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg citing the former president's decision to, quote, use his platform to condone rather than condemn the actions of his supporters. The Oversight Board was formed just before the 2020 election as an independent review body. The board was originally set to make its ruling in April, but due to the overwhelming 9,000 public comments on the matter, it was delayed.
Twitter's Trump ban was announced as permanent. A small plane has crashed into a house in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Police initially said 2 people were killed, now it's 4. They've not said how many were in the plane or killed on the ground. A police officer is shot in Nashville, Tennessee.
Officers were sent to a home where a caller had told 911 a man had already shot one person and was threatening others. It was a lie.
This was a ruse or a setup to get the police to come to the house. And as soon as the officers knocked on the door was opened, and they came under fire.
Nashville police spokesman Don Aaron says Officer Brian Sherman was shot and wounded. He's since been released from the hospital, but the gunman, identified as 22-year-old Salman Mohammed, didn't make it.
Mohammed put the rifle to his head, pulled the trigger, and he is dead in his driveway from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
None of the Nashville police officers fired their weapons. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
After a lot of rain in parts of the South the last few days, the National Weather Service declares a flash flood emergency in parts of Alabama, including Birmingham.
Intense flooding has washed out many of the major roads. The storm's already blamed for at least 3 deaths this week and numerous injuries. More than 350,000 customers remain without power from Texas to Maryland.
Fox's Marianne Rafferty. America's listening to Fox News.
If you were lied to when buying a timeshare and want out, you need my help. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started the timeshare cancellation industry by exposing the ugly truth about timeshare and giving folks the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than me and my team. Today, we have 383 employees and have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. If you were told at a timeshare presentation that this was available today and today only, that timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees will never go up, call my office now. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-885-9797. 800-885-9797. 800-885-9797.
Trying to cut down on wasted doses, the Biden administration is now allowing states to order vaccines based on need, not population.
When a state orders fewer doses than they qualify for, the extra can go to areas that require additional shots. This comes as the number of available shots is outpacing demands. As data from the CDC shows, as of March, roughly 200,000 doses have been wasted nationwide. In the meantime, President Biden has a goal of getting 70% of U.S. adults vaccinated with at least one COVID-19 shot by the 4th of July. In Washington, I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
The U.S. birth rate fell 4% last year. It's the biggest drop since the early 1970s. There were about 3.6 million births in the U.S. last year. That's the fewest since 1979. And the birth rate's been dropping for 6 straight years now. The Pentagon is tracking a Chinese rocket that could re-enter Earth's atmosphere.
It weighs 21 tons. The core rocket stage is circling Earth out of control and could fall somewhere within the next several days, possibly as soon as this weekend or Monday. The big rocket blasted off last Wednesday from South China. It's one of 10 more planned launches, all of it for China's ambition to build its own Chinese space station. It was a completely successful launch, but the size of the long March 5 core stage rocket, about 100 feet long, and 16 feet wide, is far larger than the usual piece of discarded rocket debris, which usually just burns up in Earth's atmosphere upon descent.
Fox's Bill Keating. A jury in Rome, Italy is deliberating the case of 2 young American men charged with stabbing a police officer to death while they were on summer vacation 2 years ago. They say it was self-defense, that they thought they were being attacked. The officers were not in uniform, but say they announced themselves as police. They were following up on reports of a small-scale extortion attempt by the Americans over a botched drug deal earlier in the night. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
The Marlins host Arizona on Wednesday and Thursday, and Milwaukee Brewers over the weekend. The New York Mets host Arizona on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. The St. Lucie Mets kick off St. Lucie Mets Friday against Jupiter at 6. Don't forget Sunday Night Baseball Sunday at 7 with an affiliate Atlanta game. Major League Baseball is brought to you by the Indian River State College Athletic Department, Seacoast Air Conditioning, Las Brisas Mexican Restaurant in Fort Pierce, Knees Air, the Quinton Foundation of Martin County, Hoskins Turco Lloyd & Lloyd, and St. Lucie Draft House.
Hi, this is Denny Artachi, your host. When is the last time you did a checkup for your retirement plans? Are you getting enough income? How about minimizing taxes? And what's the plan in case you get sick? When is the last time you looked at your life insurance? You might be able to get better coverage with more benefits. So give me a call. 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Peak Bridge Brokerage Services, LLC. Blackridge Asset Management is a separate and independent entity from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at the Casey Ingram Show.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is Cinco de Mayo, whatever you want to call it.
What time is it now?
Well, I'll give you the time in a moment, okay?
Hey, who's ready to have some fun?
I'm ready to have some fun. How about you?
You're a happy camper today?
I'm a pretty happy camper. I'm always a happy camper. Anytime I get behind the microphone with my work wife, I'm always a happy camper. Time 8:08. Would you certify that, please?
It's now 8:08 a.m.
That's right. Anytime I get to come to work vertical with my work wife, it's always a good day, Bonnie.
Yes, that is for sure. We always look forward to it.
That's right.
When you hear that ringy-dingy-ding of the door going every morning.
That's right. You better believe it. Joining us now on our line is Taryn Kryzda. She is the Martin County Administrator, all things. That's the... I don't know if I want to say the lady in charge, but she keeps us informed of what's going on.
You can kind of call her in charge also. I'm pretty sure we can.
Yeah.
Right, Taryn?
She holds the fort down, right, Taryn?
Well, my commissioners are at the top of that chain there. So, we're just implementing their policies and doing what those elected officials desire for us to do. But I'm happy to be a part of it because we're always doing great things. I'm out actually checking out a few projects. We've got Bridge Road under construction. We have Map Road under construction. I was checking that out. They're within our community redevelopment areas, and they're projects that those individuals that live there have been looking forward to improve their hub, if you will. And so, we're doing a lot of great things. I'm happy that we can continue to get these projects completed.
You're right. It's looking like construction on that Bridge Road Main Street improvement expected to be completed by the end of May, by the end of this month.
Yes.
So I bet
that's our hope.
The residents there got to be really excited for it.
Yeah, we did a lot of on-street parking and improvements. We did some undergrounding of utilities. And it's kind of like the corridor, if you will, as your entry into the heart of that area. So we're looking excited. We're very excited because it looks like there's a lot of great things happening. And also, we've got the Ridgeway Fire Station under, it's at Heritage Ridge now. We're moving it up from Ridgeway up to Heritage Ridge. And that's under construction, and we're going to be starting soon on our fire station out on Hutchinson Island, as well as our one on Britt Road. We're finishing up the one on County Line Road, and hopefully within the next couple of months we'll get our training facility under construction. So we've got a lot of great things going on right now.
So you mean early in the future, you mean traveling on A1A on Hutchinson Island, we're going to see a fire station?
No, we're moving it, actually, Bonnie. So right now it's next to the Elliott Museum. It's a little bit to the south of the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're moving it up a little bit west of the gas station that's there at the intersection where you can go into to make a left into the gas station and convenience store. You can go right into the hotel and head down to Bathtub Beach. Just before that, on the left-hand side.
So we're just going to get a big old forklift and lift that bad boy up and just move it, right, with this just a forklift.
No, it's not in good enough shape to salvage. So we're going to be completely, it's going to be a redo.
Nice.
That reminded me of an image in San Francisco one time where they were moving a whole house. And they were like moving this whole old like Victorian style house down through the streets of San Francisco, but that's not how it's going to be happening here.
No, definitely they're going to build a brand new firehouse.
Yep. If there's anything salvageable, obviously we will save it. But for the most part, the building it's been there for quite many years. It's exceeded its useful life, and so we will be building something that's more conducive to today's time.
Taryn, I wanted to have a conversation with you in regards to the governor's order that just came down the line yesterday and how that's going to affect the residents of Martin County. If you could collaborate on that a little bit.
Oh, sure. Well, for our residents, I think he's made it very clear. The county, any restrictions that we would be able to put on our residents, I think, are non-existent point. But with that said, within our own facilities, we still have the ability to have restrictions. Now, the court system, you have to remember, our court system is a completely separate animal, and so they operate under the Supreme Court orders and our local court orders. And so if the judicial system determines that they must still wear masks, or they're still going to restrict their hours, or whatever it is that they're going to do, they still have the ability to do that because they're a completely separate federal entity from our governor.
So,
But here, we still have some level of control over our county facilities, and in speaking with my leadership team, the governor did not lift the restrictions on vaccines for 18 and over, that 18 to 40-ish year age limit until about the middle of April. And so as an employer, we had employees that are in that age range that started getting vaccinated. Well, they've only had their one vaccine unless they got the Johnson & Johnson. And so should we, continue to be cautious at least through the middle of May? And so we were kind of saying, well, not everybody could get an appointment right away. Maybe we look at toward the end of this month and maybe pull our triggers as far as our restrictions, lifting them within our facilities as of June 1st. So that's kind of our thought process. We have a board meeting on Tuesday. If I receive different direction, obviously we will do something else. But, some of our employees, particularly in the libraries where they're interacting with the public on a regular basis and very close contact, et cetera, they may still be comfortable wearing a mask. So if an employee wants to wear a mask and they feel maybe they have an autoimmune deficiency, or, you don't know from a health-wise what individuals have. And so if an individual wants to wear a mask, let's be thoughtful and respectful. Let's not challenge individuals and be, we just have to be respectful.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I know that I saw that Publix came out with an announcement this morning all over their Facebook page in regards to they will still be requiring masks in all their stores. Now, of course, it's not mandatory by the state anymore, but Publix and any other business, a business can require somebody to have a mask on, correct?
Yes. According to how I understand the governor's order, businesses, he can't tell the businesses as far as within their confine of their entity what they can do. And then we wanted to leave the way he structured it is if you have a local state of emergency, it can still stay in effect until July 1st. And the only reason Martin County is keeping theirs in effect until then is because we still have the vaccination facility going on at the mall, and we are seeking reimbursement for the expenditures of that operation. And as long as we have that emergency order, that allows us to check that box, if you will, when we seek that reimbursement. So we're still trying to do things in a manner that allows us to get those reimbursements. So it's not that we're, trying to circumvent the governor's order or we're trying to do anything different. We don't currently have a mask mandate. We strongly encourage it, but, our emergency order, our plan is today, at least, to keep that in place until the 1st of July.
Taryn, in Martin County, how does it work for, say, employees? Like if a place of business requires an employee to wear a mask and then an employee no longer wishes to wear a mask?
Well, I think as a private employer, you have that fine line. What kind of penalty, if you will there be if you have an employee that won't wear their mask? And we're going to have that, Bonnie, quite frankly. I mean, there are individuals that are pretty adamant about it. They haven't been wearing masks all along, and I think that the employer has the right to do that, and they're going to say, if you want to work here, here's the requirements, and either you follow them or you don't, or you're not employed there. We as a county, Martin County, we've never been that restrictive, if you will. I mean, we're following the board's lead. We strongly encourage those masks. We want masks in common areas for employees so that where you can't keep some level of distancing, where there's meetings, if you can have a large conference room and you feel comfortable. And, now I'm hearing people say, well, I've been vaccinated, and the CDC has put rulings out on that. So if you're comfortable and if everybody in the room is comfortable,
right,
then I think, it's a common sense kind of thing. So that's kind of how we've been handling it at our level.
Bonnie brings up a good point about employers requiring employees to wear masks or they can't work there. So what if the situation happens where the employee doesn't wear a mask, the employer lets them go and fires them, now the employee goes to file for unemployment, and then unemployment has to make that determination because the employee was fired. There's kind of like how is that going to work?
There's a real
as
scuffle
well?
there.
Yeah, there's a real scuffle there because, if you were negligent working for your employer, then you're not going to be able to get unemployment. Where opposed to just for not wearing a mask, there has to be a line that's drawn.
And what if that employee is able to get a doctor's note that says that they can't wear a mask? I've got some folks that have asthma or other situations that, wearing a mask they feel is maybe it's an anxiety issue, So if they get a doctor's note, then, I think, unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is going to end up in court. I hate to say that, but, I can just see because it's not definite and it's not finite. And, it's territory we've never traveled before.
Well,
I don't know.
Hopefully good common sense can take over on both sides, from employee and employer. And if that employee does have to have a doctor's note, hopefully the company has common sense enough to say, this employee can't wear their mask.
Yeah.
Right. And, right now, employers are really having a hard time getting people to work.
Yeah, because everybody's sitting home collecting the unemployment. They're making more money collecting unemployment.
Heck yeah.
That's right. That's right. I know our local chamber, I think the number was 70% of their businesses, the small businesses, are looking to hire people.
Yeah.
I was out at the Seaside Cafe over in Stewart Beach yesterday, and we want to open it, but we can't find people that are willing to work. And, it's just really hard. It's really hard right now.
Yeah, it really is. That's Taryn Kryzda, Martin County Administrator. She joins us each and every Wednesday on the program, giving us an update, all things in Martin County. Taryn, always our pleasure, and we hope to see you real soon. God bless you and all your work family and your family as well. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you next week.
All right, bye-bye now. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold is opening up at $1,776.60 an ounce, and silver opening up at $26.26 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, and it's all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
Jewelry and Coin. The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years. Voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
It is 8:22 right now on the Get Up and Go show, Cinco De Mayo version right here. It's time for news. Let's head over to the news desk, and Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Well, good morning to you, Evan. Congressman Charlie Kryzda kicks off his campaign for governor with a laundry list of promises and attacks on Governor DeSantis.
We won't ignore the people's will on constitutional amendments, and will protect all of the rights of all Floridians all the time. Peaceful protesters, women and their right to choose, and the LGBTQ community.
The first Democrat to enter the race also made several promises, including expanding Medicaid and preparing communities for climate change. The Martin County School District is preparing to host an emergency meeting next week over masks being required in schools. WPTV's Derek Lowe has more.
Outside.
This is a sick board. This school board is sick and wrong.
And inside.
What are we going to do about it?
Sir, your time's up. Your time's up.
Great. Do something!
Martin County parents making their voices heard.
Oxygen is mandatory for the brain.
They want the Martin County School District's mask mandate to end.
Masks are proven ineffective for the purpose claimed by your mandate and potentially harmful.
Board members made no promises about the future of masks, but agreed to take it up in an emergency meeting planned for next week.
Our job is to represent our constituency, and that's what we try to do. But be fair, okay? And nobody's going to be bullied up here. Just say what you got to say.
The positive cases that we've had listed from year to date, from the beginning of the school year, is 406, which puts us at a less than 2% rate.
Current policy calls for masks to be worn by students, staff, and visitors while on school district property. However, a petition calling for face coverings to be optional now has more than 500 signatures. Some parents say the protests will continue until the requirement is repealed.
We will be here at every school board meeting until you stop the unhealthy masking of these vulnerable children.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV. News Channel 5.
In Hobe Sound, a revitalization project that community officials have worked toward for over 25 years and that has recently frustrated residents is finally coming to an end. Construction on the Bridge Road Main Street Improvements project is expected to be completed by the end of May after nearly 2 years, said County Commissioner Harold Jenkins. Only 6 people tested positive for COVID-19 in Indian River County Saturday, according to Florida Department of Health. It was a rare single-digit day with only 1.82% of those tested positive, a Treasure Coast low. As good as that snapshot looks, and despite what messages Governor Ron DeSantis might send, local experts such as Paul Seldes, a Vero Beach-based emergency management consultant, remind us not to let our guard down. We're continuing to see little spikes up, little spikes down, he said. We're seeing it in the unvaccinated group. While Martin County's numbers Saturday were slightly above Indian River's, 11 cases and 3.61% of those tested. St. Lucie's were significantly higher, 51 cases and at 8.12% positivity rate. And Indian River County, as of Sunday, remained within one death of an ominous milestone, 300 COVID-related fatalities, all but 15 ages 55 and older. Derek Chauvin's attorney, Eric Nelson, filed a motion on Tuesday asking for a new trial on multiple grounds after one of the jurors who convicted Chauvin in the murder of George Floyd participated in a protest last summer. Nelson filed the motion stating that the court abused its discretion for failing to sequester the jury, denying the defense a new trial, and denying to change the venue. And now we'll take a quick look at sports. Well, the St. Lucie Mets, good for them. You know, their offense exploded for 18 hits and 13 runs in a 13-3 stomping over the Jupiter Hammerheads at opening night at Clover Park. And all 9 Mets players in the lineup collected a hit and scored a run. Top prospect Francisco Alvarez led the way, going 4 for 5 with a double, walk, 2 RBI, and a run scored. News time is 8:27. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
8:28 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we take a look at the latest from the Florida Highway Patrol as we bring up the report right now. It's looking good right here on the Treasure Coast. We're not seeing any accidents. We're not seeing any tie-ups at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's 77 in Stewart, 75 in Port St. Lucie. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The 13th Annual Treasure Coast Business Summit is the #1 rated, largest, and most valuable informative business event of the year. Join us on Thursday, May 13th at the Mid-Florida Event Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Treasure Coast Business Summit features hundreds of businesses, exhibitors, products, and services. Join us for an exceptional, exciting, and enriching day at the 2021 Treasure Coast Business Summit, May 13th. Tickets are available at the door or online at tcbizsummit.com.
The NFL is on both WPSL and WSTU. The world champion Tampa Bay Bucks will kick off as defending champions in September on WSTU, your home of the world champions for decades. The Dolphins kick off the 2021 regular season in September on WPSL. And don't forget Sunday and Monday Night Football on WPSL and WSTU. The NFL 2021 is brought to you by the Quit Talk Foundation of Martin County, Max Stuckey, Stewart Estate Attorney, Nice Air, the St. Lucie Draft House, Stimmels of Stewart, Hoskins Turco, Lloyd & Lloyd, and Seacoast Air Conditioning.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
Don't sweat in your boxers, call the AC Doctors at 344-3944.
York, install confidence. Contact the AC Doctors, acdoctorsinc.com.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
8:32 right now on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Cinco De Mayo version, and standing by with his bottle of tequila is Randy Segal with the Space Report. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning. They started drinking early.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess you're naturally in outer space now, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
All right, very good. What's going on?
Did you know that today was the fateful day when NASA became orbital or semi-orbital spaceflight? Yep, it was 1961. The United States had to answer the Russians, in this case it was the Soviet Union, that launched Yuri Gagarin into one orbit around the Earth. Well, on this date in history, Alan Shepard made history as he flew a Mercury Redstone rocket on Freedom 7, which is the U.S. entry into a suborbital space flight in space. Shepard named his space capsule Freedom 7, setting a precedent for the remaining 6 Mercury astronauts naming their spacecraft. Remember, NASA started out with the original 7 astronauts, and it was on this date that Alan Shepard had that faithful flight up and down in a suborbital flight. Yesterday, SpaceX did it again. That's right. SpaceX launched a Falcon 9 rocket carrying 60 satellites inside, and they landed the first stage on a drone ship called Of Course I Still Love You. Made a perfect landing in the center of the target area on board that drone ship. And what makes this even more spectacular is that was the 9th flight of that first stage vehicle. SpaceX has been showing over and over again that they can recover their vehicles and reuse them. In this case, it was a turnaround time of just about 1 month from using that vehicle before. It shows reliability, to say the least. The next launch, which could take place as soon as Sunday, from the Kennedy Space Center, would have another Falcon 9 launching and more satellites placed into orbit. Astronauts on board the International Space Station continue to do good work. The International Space Station crew, consisting of 7 people, will remain on the station until October. 5 astronauts and 2 cosmonauts are participating in a variety of research to understand how living in space affects the human body. Microbes can change characteristics in microgravity, and scientists are testing antimicrobial coatings on the station. Results could mitigate health issues on spacecrafts and planetary surfaces. The Celestial Immunity Study takes place on the orbiting lab, is exploring how the immune system adapts to weightlessness. The astronauts look at human blood cells for age-associated effects, giving scientists insight into its development of new vaccines and drugs to treat diseases back here on Earth. One of the things that they have been showing is how astronauts can adapt to where they need to sleep. And it's funny because one of the astronauts on board the station, Aki Hoshide, had secured his body to the walls on the side of the capsule, the Crew Dragon. And he was able to sleep there quite comfortably without having any problems or having to be strapped to his seat. Another interesting thing is, aboard the spacecraft is a mini Yoda, which was the talisman that showed them when they reached weightlessness. And he still continues to fly on board that station. Russia has said that the only woman in the Russian cosmonaut corps, Anna Kakina, will be set to fly next year. She's scheduled to fly along with 2 Russian crewmates in the fall, Sergei Prokofiev and Dmitry Petlin. It should be quite an interesting flight for her, since she has been in the astronaut corps now for quite some time, since 2012. 10-month schedule. Yep, that's the scheduling for the Artemis 1 launch. 10 months from now, NASA's Exploration Ground Systems is looking at a wide range of forecasts for when they can complete testing necessary for the Artemis 1 mission. They have been ground testing the first stage of that launch vehicle. The first stage, core stage, consists of 4 shuttle engines, and these engines that were saved from the space shuttle will now be expendable as we go further into space. We're sorry to report the loss of a Soviet space and orbital debris expert, Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson passed away at the age of 71 years old. Johnson joined NASA in 1990. Previous to that time, he was an expert for Teledyne Brown Engineering, where he advised of orbital debris as well as what the Soviets were putting into space. Johnson was NASA's chief scientist for orbital debris from 1996 until his retirement in 2014. And I've got to tell you, he was a gentleman's gentleman, to say the least. Bill Nelson, at his confirmation hearing, said that he intends to watch out for China. He says that one of the biggest problems that they have is that the Chinese government has stolen countless innovations in an attempt to close the gap in military superiority between itself and the United States. Much of the theft has revolved around space technology, which China sees as a critical component of future warfare. Well, Bill Nelson said that he will guard NASA's secrets and the Defense Department's secrets that may be used in spacecrafts for NASA. A successful 8th solar flyby for the Parker Space Telescope. A couple of days ago, NASA's probe, the Parker Solar Telescope, reported from a record distance in space, 6.5 million miles from the surface of the sun. It was moving at a slow speed of 330,000 miles per hour. And if you go to the Parker Solar Telescope probe website, you can listen to the sounds as it approached certain areas. Russia and Bahrain have signed a memorandum of understanding in the field of space exploration. Another indication of Russia wanting to spend as much energy with other countries as they possibly can. Lastly, we'll tell you tomorrow about getting ready to fly serial number 15, possibly today, as well as other situational awareness. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
Thank you very much. That's Randy Segal with the Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at this time, giving us the latest and greatest NASA news that you can use. And now it's time to head on over to one of our favorite places down the street up the road. We make a left turn, and they're on the right-hand side. It's Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart. Bonnie.
That's right. And, you know, it's really not too early to start thinking about what to do for lunch today, because before you know it, the lunch hour will be here. You can get yourself an Ellie's tuna melt, and this is on multigrain bread with tuna salad and cheddar cheese, tomatoes. It's pressed hot and served with a side of your choice. Maybe your palate requires salad today. Try Italian tortellini chicken salad with mixed greens topped with 3 cheese tortellini, fresh mozzarella. You get grape tomatoes on this, some red onions, the oven roasted chicken, and served with your choice of a salad dressing. At Ellie's, they will cater your next special event too, so keep that in mind for your up-and-coming parties or special events. And Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart now has their patio back open, plus they're at 50% dining inside. They have a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. Located at 18 Southeast 6th Street, they're just off Colorado in Stewart. Call 772-781-6605 for Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart.
8:42 right now on the Get Up and Go show, the Cinco de Mayo version. It's time for news, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals in town on precious metals, it's always Huck Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. He's been at the forefront of disaster preparedness on both the state and federal levels, and WPTV's John Shaman has this.
Our big concern is life safety.
Craig Fugate served as director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management as the state was battered by 4 hurricanes in 2004.
The biggest lesson we learned was speed. We never get time back, so the faster we get there, the quicker we get to stabilization.
He then went on to serve as administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency in the Obama administration.
I got asked by a lot of my friends in Tallahassee, said, well, how's Washington? What's different? It's bigger.
Now, Fugate is joining the staff at Indian River State College, serving as a strategic consultant in emergency management.
We've not always done a great job of teaching them how to operate in a crisis.
Fugate says students on the Fort Pierce campus should be taught more public policy.
How many times you've heard it called a natural disaster? I'm like, there's no such thing. It's a natural hazard. It only becomes a disaster where and how we have built.
With hurricane season just around the corner, I asked Fugate for his best advice on preparing now.
Now, go get an insurance checkup. Make sure you understand what's covered and ask for flood insurance and get that policy in effect, because it has to be in effect 30 days before it happens. For every inch of water damage in your home, FEMA calculates it's $25,000 worth of damages.
If you live in an evacuation zone, Fugate says your plan is to move inland, not necessarily out of state. And when it comes to home preparations, not all supplies have to cost money.
Like take Ziploc bags, fill them full of water, and throw them in your freezer. And fill in all the voids. So if the power goes out, that ice will keep things cooler, and as it melts, you got ice cold water.
He adds, closing all your interior doors can improve your home's structural integrity in a storm.
So if a window or something broke, it would only affect that room. It couldn't get to the rest of the house.
Fugate says he learned in Washington that FEMA is not the answer for everything, but he hopes to have more answers to prepare students here for the future. In Fort Pierce, John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Former President Donald Trump has launched his own online platform. The new website is called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. It will allow the former president to communicate with his followers without interacting with them. The new site features newly written statements from the ex-president. It also includes a camera feature that'll allow Trump to make video statements. News of the launch comes as Facebook decides whether to lift its ban on Donald Trump, which is supposed to happen today. The dates for the special election to fill the vacated seat for Florida's 20th Congressional District were announced Tuesday afternoon by Governor Ron DeSantis. The governor made the announcement during a news conference at West Miami Middle School. The seat became open following the death last month of longtime U.S. Representative Alcee Hastings. Through an executive order, the governor said the primary for the seat will be held November 2nd, while the general election will be held January 11. We say congratulations to the newest graduates of Indian River State College. For the past 2 days, the college has held drive-in ceremonies where students had the opportunity to walk across the stage to get their diplomas. This is the 9th consecutive year that IRSC's graduating class surpassed 3,000. State Representative Toby Overdorf, Palm City, was Tuesday morning's commencement speaker. A virtual ceremony will be held today for students wishing to celebrate at home, and that event will be streamed live on YouTube at 11 this morning. Well, lastly, NBC is going back to Night Court. The network announced Tuesday that it has called for a pilot production order of the sitcom, which is a continuation of NBC's long-running half-hour comedy. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is expected to miss back-to-back games against the LA Clippers and Portland Trail Blazers on Thursday and Friday to rest his injured right ankle. Sources told that to ESPN, and including our NBA scores from last night. We had the Milwaukee Bucks upsetting Brooklyn Nets by a score of 124-118. Miami Heat, they lost to Dallas yesterday, 127-113. And taking a win also were the LA Clippers. Our news time is 8:47. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 five-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
8:48 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. Final look at traffic this morning. Here's Bonnie.
Well, to the north of us on the turnpike northbound up at the Okeechobee exit, way up there, there's some road construction going on. Therefore, the right lane and the ramp both being blocked due to road construction in that area. Here in Stewart, Martin County, taking a look. We're looking good right now. US 1 seems to be fine, and nothing reported, no accidents on our major highways. Everything clear right here. There's your latest look at traffic. 77 with a sunny sky here in Stewart. In Mazuti, Mexico, it's a partly cloudy and 78. And here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 five-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
Have you ever thought about advertising your business or services on radio? You know, it's a lot more affordable than you think. In fact, you hearing this right now proves that radio still works. Reach out to locals like you who still listen to radio. Find out how easy and effective it is. Call 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Let me help kickstart your message on Martin County's Heritage Station on Today with Denny, your local finance and entertainment show.
Here's a quick tip. If you're ever stumped for a business you can trust, the Martin County Business Exchange has more than 70 companies you can count on for good service and fair prices. Whether it's for you, your house, or your office, get online at mcbiz.us. You'll find local businesses you can count on for quality, service, and fair prices. Visit mcbiz.us. Martin County Business Exchange. It's just good business.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Do you have a suggestion for the show? Send us an email, WSTU morningshow @gmail.com. And now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
As I mentioned before, it is Cinco de Mayo. Bonnie and I have been indulging in tequila all morning long. We've been doing our shots all morning. I think I'm up to about 9.5 shots, Bonnie. How many are you up to?
Well, you have me surpassed, Evan.
Yeah.
I only had 2 or 3 of those shots this morning.
Only.
That's why I'm sounding so perfectly over here.
Well, you have a small body. I've got a larger frame, so I can indulge in more tequila.
I know.
You can't.
I should be on the floor already.
Yeah, you should have been on the floor rolling 10 times over.
Yes.
Anyway, so what are you doing for Cinco de Mayo? Anything special or anything like that?
You know, I really haven't planned anything special. I mean, I suppose I could. It would be fun to go out for a margarita or maybe a refreshing tequila sunrise somewhere.
I haven't had a tequila sunrise, well, I never have had a tequila sunrise. I have heard that when a tequila sunrise is made perfect, it tastes like a fruit punch. Is that true?
Yes, it does.
Because you don't taste the tequila.
It tastes like really good and fruity.
Do you know what's in a tequila sunrise besides tequila?
It's tequila, I think, mixed with orange juice, and do they call the red the grenadine?
Okay.
And that's your mix.
And that's it?
And yep. And with some ice, a little bit of ice, and splash it around. And,
all right.
Or maybe don't splash it around. I think just pour I don't know what goes in first, the orange juice or the grenadine, but it's really pretty when the red grenadine hits the yellow orange juice with your splash.
We have a phone call real quick. Let's get to it as we come to the end of the show. Good morning. You're on the air.
You know they have bacon-flavored tequila.
Oh, jeez. Are you serious?
That sounds like the worst. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can find some and bring it in tomorrow when you're here in studio.
Oh, yeah, you want me to get liquored up during the show?
Yeah, sure, why not? We are doing Phil's taste test tomorrow. Bonnie is bringing we have a guest coming in studio tomorrow too, by the way, Phil, just so you know. But we are going to have Phil's taste test tomorrow, and Bonnie is bringing something in for you to taste, but we're not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, I was going to bring my beef jerky tomorrow.
Well, yeah, bring your beef jerky too, definitely.
Which one you want? You want the alligator?
Oh, Bonnie? I'll let Bonnie decide. What's the choices, Phil?
Kangaroo. There was alligator. Oh, good Lord. There's 2 alligators, I think. And then there was roadkill.
Definitely not the roadkill.
I would say the roadkill. I'd be daring on the roadkill.
Oh, no.
Dead possum?
I don't think there was possum.
Okay.
No. I'm trying to remember what the other one was right now, and I can't think of it.
Ostrich. No. I think ostrich was
one.
We
did the ostrich last time when Brian Bosio was there.
I might try the alligator just because I had alligator before I think I had something like a dish at Conky Joe's one time had to do with...
I'll bring the Cajun one then.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
There were 2. There was regular alligator, then Cajun.
All right. I need to get sugared up tomorrow morning. Can you hook me up?
I'll see what I can do.
All right, no problem.
We're on diets, though. I thought we were on our diet.
Tomorrow's a sad day in my house. We're losing a family member.
Oh no! What happened? Did the fish drown?
No. The Doctor Who pinball machine is being picked up.
Oh, that's right. You sold the Doctor Who pinball machine.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh no!
How many years
have
you?
20 years.
20. How are you able to give that one up?
Yeah. How did you do that?
Oh.
We put it on Facebook, and someone bought it.
But I mean, mentally, you have to be distraught.
Did you want to sell it, or is your wife making you sell
it? Every time it's like I turn it on, it breaks down. It's like I'm just done with it. It was $250 to fix last time.
Will American Home Shield fix that sort of thing?
No, I don't think
right?
so.
I don't know.
It fixes your washing machine and your pinball machine.
I wonder if they have a policy for pinball machines.
I know.
Could be.
That would be pretty interesting.
So we're going to take part of the money and get a
Hold on
machine.
Hold on 1 second. I'm playing a game here. Give me a minute.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah. Boy, man, look at me go. Man, I'm kicking butt here, Bonnie.
He's a pinball wizard.
Oh, wow, look at that thing. Wow. Bam.
Good Lord.
That almost sounds like a slot machine, doesn't it?
No, that was a pinball
almost
machine.
Sounded like that good feeling you get when you win the slot machine and you hear the boop, 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 boop.
I did pretty good. I got 79,000 points on that first ball.
Wow.
That's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I could beat that.
Okay.
Phil plays that pinball all the time. That's why.
That's why they call him the pinball wizard.
Machine, so.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, all right. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
All right.
And I'll bring in some fresh for you.
Yeah. She's bringing some fresh in for you.
Because we can't tell what it is, so we go shh.
Yeah, shh.
Oh, boy.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, later. That's a wrap for us, Bonnie. We're out of here. We're like yesterday's kitty litter.
Yeah.
We're done.
And the time goes by way too quickly
Really
with you in the morning.
Remember, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
And, have a safe Cinco de Mayo and get an Uber, if you're going to be out partying.
Yeah, if you're drinking too much tequila, definitely Uber on home. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, folks. Make it a great day. Make it a great Cinco de Mayo, and we'll see you back here, in about 21 hours from now. Bye-bye now.